Good afternoon, everybody. This is Natsumi Kajitani from Embassy of India, Tokyo. Before webinar starts, we would like to request panelists to note following points. 1. Keep your audio and video muted, except when you are called up to speak for your presentation. 2. Please use only one device in a room, otherwise there is likely to be an echo sound. 3. There is a Q&A box below the video. When panelists receive questions from participants through Q&A box, you can answer it either privately or publicly. Please keep in mind that all the publicly answered questions will be available for all the participants to view. In case you answer privately, only the participants who ask the question will be able to see the answer. Today, interpreter will summarize in Japanese or English after all the presentation is done. We request panelists to conclude presentation 3 minutes before your allocated time for summary interpretation and announcement. All the panelists are requested to stick to the time limit.本日は日印ビデオ会議資本財分野商戦と対等する商機にご参加いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。本日のウェブセミナーは駐日インド大使館主催インド重工業省インベストインディアカルナータカ州政府、マハラーシュトラ州政府、タミルナード州政府、ハリヤナ州政府、そして全国作業工具工業組合、日本バルブ工業会、日本ベアリング工業会、日本産業機械工業会、日本ロボット工業会、日本冷凍空調工業会、日本工作機械工業会、日本白洋工業会、日本経済団体連合会、のこぎり刃物工業会のご協力により開催させていただきます。司会は私、インド大使館の梶谷、通訳は同じくインド大使館の土屋と星野が務めさせていただきます。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。Thank you for your participation for Indo-Japan webinar on capital goods sector, challenges and emerging opportunities today. This webinar is organized by Embassy of India, Tokyo, in association with Ministry of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises, Invest India, the state government of Karnataka, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Haryana, and Japan External Trade Organization, Sectoral, the Japan-India Business Cooperation Committee, All Japan Machinist Hand Tools Manufacturers Association, the Japan Valve Manufacturers Association, the Japan Bearing Industrial Association, the Japan Society of Industry Machinery Manufacturers, Japan Robot Association, the Japan Refrigerator and Air Conditioning Industry Association, Japan Machine Tool Builders Association, the Japan Ship Machinery and Equipment Association, Keidanren, Japan Industrial Saw and Knife Association. ウェブセミナー開始までに参加者の皆様にお願い事項を申し上げます。参加者は講演中であっても Zoom の Q&A 機能を利用してパネリストへ質問を送信できます。ご質問は講演中でも順次受け付けておりますので、質疑応答の時間までに質問したい登壇者名をご記入の上、パネリストへご送信ください。いただいたご質問は質疑応答の時間、もしくはチャット機能を通して回答されます。オンラインネットワーキングでは、参加申し込み時に B2B ミーティングに関心を示していただいた企業様のリストを掲示いたします。ネットワーキングで登壇し、自社の紹介をしたい企業様は、ポスト宛てにメッセージをご送信ください。各社1、2分で自社の紹介をしていただき、参加者は自由にオンラインチャット機能を使い、これらの企業にコンタクトし、ご自身で G2B ミーティングを設定いただけます。本日のウェブセミナーは YouTube のライブストリーミングでもご視聴いただけます。もし技術的な問題で Zoom にアクセスできない参加者がいらっしゃいましたら、インド大使館の Facebook ページでアップしている YouTube リンクからアクセスくださいませ。なお、本日の通訳は、登壇者が英語もしくは日本語で全て発表し終わった後、別の言語で要約として通訳いたします。We would like to request participants to note following points. During webinar, participants can send their questions to panelists through Zoom function Q&A. Questions will be answered only during Q&A session or through online chat. During networking session, list of the companies which indicated interest in B2B meeting, business-to-business meeting, will be shown on the screen. If you wish to introduce your company to other participants, please send message to host through chat. The company can introduce themselves in 1 to 2 minutes during the online networking session, and delegates are free to contact these companies over online chat to schedule B2B meetings by themselves. This webinar is available to watch from YouTube as well. If you have technical trouble for accessing Zoom, we may request you to view from YouTube. Please visit Facebook page of Embassy of India, Tokyo. Link of the YouTube is shared on our Facebook page. Thank you for your cooperation.
I'm sorry, I am from Makino, India. I have not received the PowerPoint presentation.
We request all the panelists to mute your audio and video. Thank you very much. それでは、ただいまより、日印ビデオ会議資本体分野挑戦と対等する商機を開始いたします。はじめに、駐日インド大使、サンジャイ・クマール・バルマより、開会と歓迎のご挨拶を申し上げます。First, I would like to request His Excellency Sanjay Kumar Verma, Ambassador of India to Japan, to give the welcome and opening remarks.
Distinguished guests, it gives me immense pleasure to deliver the inaugural remarks at the webinar titled Capital Goods Sector, Challenges and Emerging Opportunities in India. The key objective of the webinar is to deliberate upon the post-COVID-19 investment scenario and available opportunities in the capital goods sector in India, so as to provide information to the Japanese businesses for mutual benefits. India's capital goods manufacturing industry serves as a strong base for its engagement across sectors such as engineering, construction, infrastructure, and consumer goods, amongst many others. Today, the capital goods sector is a robust, multi-level, and diversified segment of the Indian industry environment, which plays a critical role in driving growth, creating jobs, and boosting exports. The capital goods sector is a $32 billion industry in India at the moment, and it allows 100% foreign direct investment through automatic route. Automatic route allows you to take your investment decision without requiring any prerequisite government approvals in India. The industry is dominated by heavy electric and power plant equipment segment, which constitute about 69% of the aggregate production. The electrical equipment industry, comprising generation and transmission and distribution equipment, is targeted to reach a size of $100 billion by 2022. Capital goods industry in India provides approximately 1.4 million direct and 7 million indirect employments. Top 7 capital goods companies in India include Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, Larsen and Toubro, Suzlon Energy, Bharat Earth Movers Limited, Bharat Electronics Limited, Crompton and Reeves, and Lakshmi Machine Works Limited. Over the past 6 years, the Government of India has taken several initiatives to promote economic growth and improve investors' confidence, which include the establishment of commercial courts, the insolvency and bankruptcy code, the goods and services tax, and reduction in corporate tax by 50%. Reforms are also being aimed at developing India into a knowledge-based, skill-supported, and technology-driven society. India is Japan's largest official development assistance partner, and Japan has emerged as one of the top 5 sources of investments in India. During financial year 2019-20, Japan was the 4th largest investor after Singapore, Mauritius, and Netherlands. India is constantly trying to improve its foreign direct investment ecosystem. Ease of doing business is also improving every year. Just 4 years ago, India was ranked at 130 in ease of doing business. But most recent ranking in 2019 has put India at rank 63 globally. Ranking in the Global Innovation Index, India has already moved to 52nd rank in 2019. Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, aims to make Indian economy Atmanirbhar, that is self-reliant. The objective of Atmanirbhar stimulus is to open up Indian economy further to promote Make in India. In view of the supply chain disruption faced by the world during this global pandemic, many incentives and new policies have been announced by the Government of India recently in order to promote India as an alternative manufacturing destination. A few of the recent initiatives from the Government of India to promote Make in India include incentives, schemes, and tax stimuli announced for manufacturing in sectors like electronics, mobile, medical devices, and pharmaceuticals. The taxation framework has been reformed to promote Make in India. The corporate tax is slashed by 50% to a level which is competitive in the world, that is 15%. Dividend distribution tax has been withdrawn. We had received some representations from the Japanese corporates, and due to which we had raised the concerns about dividend distribution tax in India, and finally now it has been withdrawn. Fast track investment clearances have been initiated through an empowered group of secretaries by setting up project development cell in each line ministry to prepare investable projects in coordination with investors from the state and the central governments. I wish to thank Meiti, Toyota, Susho, and Makino India, Ministry of Heavy Industry in India, as well as Industry Department from Karnataka, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, and Haryana in today's webinar. I hope that the webinar being organized by the Embassy of India, Tokyo, in association with Department of Heavy Industry, Invest India, and JETRO, will continue to support the stakeholders to better understand the investment opportunities available in capital goods sector for Japanese companies in India. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your patient hearing. Arigato gozaimasu.
本日のセミナーの目的は、インドにおけるコロナ後の投資シナリオと資本財分野における投資機会についてご紹介し、日本の投資家の皆様がインドと日本の相互的な利益について検討するための情報を提供することです。インドの資本財製造業はエンジニアリング、建設、インフラ、消費財などの産業のための強力な基盤となっています。インドの資本財部門は320億ドル規模の産業で 100% までの外国投資が自動ルートで承認されています。資本財部門の中心となっているのは、総生産の約 69% を占める充電器、発電機器といったセグメントです。発電機器と送電配電機器で構成される電気機器産業は、2022年までに1000億ドルの規模に達することが目標とされています。インドの資本財産業は約140万人の直接雇用と700万人の間接雇用を提供しています。インドの資本財企業の上位7社は、バーラトヘビーエレクトロニクスリミテッド、ラーセン&トゥーブロ、スズロンエナジー、バーラトアースムーバーズリミテッド、バーラトエレクトロニクスリミテッド、クロンプトングリーブス、ラクシュミマシンワークスリミテッドです。インドではビジネスのしやすさが年々向上しており、4年前、インドのランキングは130位でしたが、2019年には63位となっています。これは世界銀行によるビジネスのしやすさ調査についてです。世界イノベーション指数ランキングでは、インドは2019年度52位まで順位を上げました。今回の世界的なパンデミックで、世界の国々はサプライチェーンの混乱に直面しています。インド政府は最近、インドを製造業の代替的な投資先として推進するため、多くの奨励策や政策を発表しています。今回のセミナーにご参加くださいました、経産省、トヨタ通商、マキノインディア、 そしてインド重工業省、カルナタカ州、マハラシュトラ州、タミルナドゥ州、ハリヤナ州、各州政府の皆様にお礼を申し上げます。
Thank you very much, sir. Next, I would like to invite Ms. Kyoko Kashiwabara, Deputy Director General for Trade Policy, Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, to give up remarks on post-COVID-19 challenges for capital goods sector. 続きまして、経済産業省通商交渉官柏原京子様より、コロナ後における資本財部門の課題についてご講演いただきます。柏原様、よろしくお願いします。
はい、経済産業省の柏原と申します。今日はどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。今日このような場でお話しする機会をいただき感謝申し上げます。日本とインドは安倍総理とモディ首相の緊密な関係のもとに良好な関係を構築してきました。今日、世界の国々が COVID-19 に直面し、経済活動が縮小しています。こうした中にあっても、日印の経済関係を深めるべく、キャピタルグッズに関するウェビナーを開催されましたインド政府関係の皆様に敬意を表したいと思います。新型コロナの影響は日本においても甚大です。特に深刻な影響を受けている中小零細事業者に対しては、緊急経済対策に基づく支援措置を講じています。また、大企業、中小企業にかかわらず、雇用を維持するための支援も行っているところです。資本財である産業機械分野においても、新型コロナの影響を受けています。例えば、海外からの部品調達に影響が出ていたり、あるいは日本の技術者が海外渡航できないことにより、機械の据え付け、立ち上げといった納入作業が停止してしまうといった影響が出ています。また、海外での受注活動が停滞していることによる需要の減退も見られるところです。工作機械などは、コロナ以前から1年以上にわたる調整局面にありますけれども、コロナ禍によって需要の減退がさらに長期化する傾向にございます。しかし、新型コロナウイルスとは今後も上手に付き合っていく必要があり、コロナ後の産業機械産業においては、そのポテンシャルを最大限に引き出す取り組みが求められることになります。コロナ後の産業機械業界においては、自動化、省人化、デジタルトランスフォーメーションがこれまで以上に進むものと考えられます。具体的には、これまでにも自動化機械やロボット、無人搬送車による生産工程の自動化、センサー等による工場の稼働状況の遠隔監視、工場間やサプライヤー間取引のデジタル化などが進められてきましたが、コロナを契機にこうした動きがさらに加速することが予想されます。さらに人的交流の縮小やリモートの加速といった中で、デジタルを活用した新しいビジネス、新たなサービス提供が拡充していくことも予想されます。例えば、現状のコロナ禍においても、機械の保守、予防保全サービス提供、AR、VR による遠隔点検、機械据え付けのオンライン化、自動化工場設計や物流自動化設計のサービス化、設計加工ノウハウの AI 化、加工業務のシェア、工具のサブスクリプションなど、新たなサービス提供が広がりを見せているところです。こうした中では、従来の製造業の枠を超えて、データや新たな技術を活用したサービスやメンテナンスといった面での競争力がより重要になってくると思われます。近年、多くの日本の産業機械メーカーがインドに進出したり、インド企業との提携を実施しています。これはインドの市場としての魅力だけではなく、インドの人材や技術への期待が大きいことの表れだと思っています。今後も日印連携を深めて、日印両国の産業機械産業が発展することを期待しております。コロナ危機を踏まえて、日本企業の中でもグローバルなサプライチェーンを見直す動きがございます。海外からの部品の供給が滞ったために、 製品の生産をストップせざるを得なくなったケースもあり、サプライチェーンを多元化することにより強靭化することの必要性が認識されたところです。直接投資の誘致はグローバルな競争であり、インドが投資先として選ばれるためには、魅力ある投資環境の提供が何より重要です。コロナ禍は日本企業各社の投資計画にも影響を与えており、日系企業へのアンケート結果によれば、インドでの投資計画を有する企業のうち、予定通り進めると回答した企業は 10% にも満たない状況です。したがって今こそインドのその Ease of Doing Business を向上させることが従前以上に重要と思われます。今年の3月にジェトロがインドに進出している日系企業向けにアンケートを取りましたところ、インドをグローバルな輸出ハブとして見る傾向が増大してきているものの、インドから輸出を拡大する上での障害としては、価格競争、品質、時間的コストの3点の課題が挙げられました。価格競争については、労働コストの上昇や利用しにくい原産地規則を盛り込んだ FTA などによる輸出コストの高さが挙げられ、品質課題については、部品の品質の低さと、それに伴って輸出に必要な基準に届かないということ、また道路舗装状態の悪さや取り扱いの粗雑さにより製品が壊れやすいといった点が挙げられました。時間的コストについては、不十分なインフラによる物流コストの高さや、税関手続きの遅延など、行政手続きにかかる時間の長さが課題として挙げられたところです。また、今年の4月末にコロナの影響について、同じくインド進出日系企業向けにアンケートを取ったところ、厳しいロックダウン下であったという事情もありましょうが、国内物流が整っていないということが挙げられました。これらを見て思いますのは、3月、4月とコロナ禍において行われたアンケートで挙げられているインドのビジネス環境上の課題は、コロナ以前より存在してきた課題が多く、これらを解決することがより多くの企業をインドに引きつけることになり、産業競争力の強化にもつながるということであります。昨年12月に梶山経済産業大臣がインドを訪問し、ゴヤル商工大臣と会談した際に、新たな日印間の取り組みとして、日印産業競争力パートナーシップを立ち上げました。このパートナーシップの枠組みの下で、インドの産業競争力強化に向けた取り組みや、インドに進出している日系企業のビジネス環境整備、グローバルサプライチェーンに参画することの重要性等について議論を行ってきているところです。インド政府には、さらなるビジネス環境整備にご尽力いただくことをお願い申し上げ、また、経済産業省としましても、このパートナーシップの枠組みを活用しつつ、日印双方にとってウィンウィンとなるような関係構築に向けて尽力してまいりたいと考えております。本日のセミナーを通じて日印の産業連携が前進することを期待しております。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
Under the major impact of COVID-19, the industrial machinery industry, which is a part of the capital goods sector, has also been seriously affected. For example, parts procurement from overseas has been affected, and delivery operations, including the installation of machines, have been halted because Japanese engineers are unable to travel overseas. In the post-COVID-19 industrial machinery industry, automation, manpower saving, and digital transformation will be more commonly used than ever before. An increasing number of companies have shifted to the automation of production processes using automated machines, robots, and automated guided vehicles, and the remote monitoring of factory operations using sensors and other devices. We are seeing the expansion of new businesses and services developed through the use of digital technology, such as remote inspections using AR or VR and online assistance for the installation of machines. In this scenario, competitiveness in non-manufacturing capabilities, such as data utilization, new technologies, and innovative maintenance services, will be increasingly important. In recent years, a number of Japanese industrial machinery manufacturers have entered India and established partnership with Indian companies. Some Japanese companies are reviewing their global supply chains in light of the corona crisis. One of the important factors for companies to consider when choosing a supplier or investment destination is whether the country has a conducive business environment. It is increasingly important for India to improve ease of doing business. In December last year, our Economy, Trade and Industry Minister Kajiyama and Indian Commerce and Industry Minister Goyal launched the Japan-India Industrial Competitiveness Partnership. We would like to continue our efforts to build a win-win relationship between the two countries. Thank you for your kind attention.
続きまして、インド政府重工業省次官アルン・コエル様と次官補スクリティ・リキ様より、インド資本財分野における政策インセンティブ及び投資機会についてご講演いただきます。Presenters are requested to kindly follow the timeline. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Arun Goel, Secretary, and Ms. Sukriti Liki, Joint Secretary, Department of Heavy Industry, Government of India, to give the presentation on policies, incentives, and opportunities in India, capital goods sector.
Ms. Kayoko Kashivabara, Ambassador Sanjay Verma, representatives from the capital goods industry in Japan and India, and our state governments from India. Good afternoon. I am delighted to talk to you today. Actually, I was to travel to Japan in March to meet all of you. However, the global pandemic has struck us all hard. As you are all aware, India and Japan have a relationship that started many centuries ago. India and Japan are both old and traditional civilizations that are now modern democracies and natural partners. India and Japan are now in strategic partnership. I'm here today to invite you to further strengthen this relationship. Japan has invested over $30 billion in last 20 years in India. We would like you to double this in the next 5 years. Our trade has grown to $17 billion annually, but as you know, there's even greater potential for growth. Our cooperation in the automobile sector is already an example for other sectors. Top Japanese auto companies are present in India and are making profits. There are over 1,100 Japanese companies in India, but this is a fraction of our potential to do business. As you may be aware, there are large infrastructure projects that India and Japan are working on jointly, like Delhi-Mumbai Rail Corridor, high-speed railways, Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor, Delhi Metro, and other metro projects. India is one of the fastest growing economies, and GDP growth forecasts by international agencies for India are all positive. India is investor-friendly and technology-hungry nation. FDI in manufacturing in India requires no permission and is under automatic route. Every ministry, as Ambassador mentioned, in India, including my department, has a product development cell to promote and facilitate FDI. India and Japan have bilateral forums for promoting and facilitating FDI. Invest India, a dedicated office for FDI promotion, has a Japan cell to focus on projects from Japan. Embassies in both our countries are in close touch with respective governments to address investment implementation related issues. There's a strong mechanism to support Japanese FDI into India. Recently, we have had amendments in the Arbitration Act to further simplify and rationalize the speedy disposal. SEBI in the financial market in India is one of the strongest and the best in the world. In India, we have set under our Prime Minister a goal to become US $5 trillion economy by 2025. This translates into $1 trillion manufacturing economy growing at double-digit rates. Our policies and programs are aligned toward this goal. COVID-19 has impacted the global economy and the way manufacturing will be organized. India has one of the largest technologically skilled workforce ingredients for implementing smart manufacturing using its cost-effective labor. This is well suited for the post-COVID-19 scenario. Government of India has announced US $300 billion program to assist Indian economy. This shows government's commitment to support the industry in trying times. While throwing challenges, COVID has also created opportunities. We are focusing on both. With the growth in India comes from both public and private expenditure. Government has announced US $15 billion bouquet of infrastructure projects to boost Indian industry. Besides, coal sector has been open, defense sector has been open to the private sector. All infrastructure sectors have major investment programs. These shall create, in turn, huge demand for capital goods. No time is better than now to invest in India. I call upon Japanese companies to consider India as their international destination for investment and business growth. My department is setting up technology platforms to develop mother technologies through grand challenges. Technology seekers and developers will be brought on one platform so that they can join forces for fruitful technology development and innovations. I invite Japanese companies to participate in this venture. My department is also committed to transform your India dreams into realities. I therefore invite you to come and invest in India. We shall support you in all your initiatives. We welcome you to India. Arigato gozaimasu. Now I'll request my colleague Sukriti to present the details of initiatives by our department.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Ambassador Sir, Honorable Secretary, my colleagues from the Department of MITI, Japan, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to speak to you today about the investment opportunities in the capital goods sector in India. We shall begin with the relationship. Our relationship is an old relationship. Japan and India have had a very long and old relationship. We have been friends for the last many centuries. We are both strong democracies with ancient civilizations. We are natural allies. We have had a strategic partnership since the year 2000. And as you're all aware, Japan is a global leader in quality, technology, and manufacturing. That is one of Japan's core competences. And for that, we invite the Japanese manufacturing companies here today to come invest in India and make India their global production hub. I shall try to convince you today as to the very solid reasons as to why Japanese manufacturing should move to India. Japanese has core excellence in engineering, technology, and manufacturing, as I mentioned. India has one of the lowest costs of production, a large IT workforce that works in English, and is one of the world's largest technological workforces. India is developing into a production hub, an R&D hub, and now also as a design hub. So this map shows to you that we would invite you to come to India, and Japanese companies can produce in India and export to the rest of the world. As you are all aware, and as the ambassador, His Excellency mentioned, and the secretary mentioned, India is presently receiving foreign direct investment to the tune of about $30 billion in the last 20 years. We are importing about $13 billion worth of goods and exporting about $5 billion. So about $18 billion is our trade. There is a huge potential to grow this trade. There is a huge potential for India to export and Japan to export. As you can see from this chart, Japan is exporting machinery the sector that we are talking about today, that is one of India's largest imports from Japan. I shall give you the details shortly. As you can see here from this slide, Indian companies are working in Japan. There are about 100 companies, some of our largest companies, which have invested in Japan and are manufacturing from Japan. And about 1,400 companies, some of Japan's biggest names, are already in India and producing from India. You are well aware of the automotive sector investments of Japan in our country. Honda, Toyota, Suzuki, in the electronics area, Panasonic, capital goods, Hitachi, all of them are presently manufacturing out of India. Now, let me tell you a little about the advantages India can give you. We have one of the youngest working populations in the world. As I already mentioned, we have a competitive advantage in our costs. Our skilled manpower is one of our exports to the rest of the world. Our young engineers are running industry in the US, in Europe, elsewhere, as you're aware. India has a rule-based democracy. We are bound by very strong institutions and rule of law. So that is a big attraction. And as already mentioned, our technological manpower. Our rules, as Secretary Sir mentioned, have been eased. And as a result, setting up joint ventures is very easy now. We are poised to become a global design hub. We are already a R&D hub, I shall be telling you in the following slides. And there is a huge potential for capital goods. As already mentioned, Japan is investing a great deal in our infrastructure. Our infrastructure is planning a huge growth, which requires an essential capital goods, which we are presently importing, and we would desire that these be made in India and get exported from India to the rest of the world. A little about ease of doing business. As already mentioned by the Secretary and His Excellency, we have eased our rules for foreign direct investment. Our Companies Act has been amended to allow for companies to exit and be formed in a much simpler manner. Our e-visas are now easy and easily available. We have consolidated the goods and services tax into a single tax across the country. Our foreign trade policy is liberal. To protect intellectual property rights, our Act was amended in 2016, and we have introduced the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code in 2015 to strengthen insolvency resolution and hasten the process. As a result of all these efforts, our ranking went up, as you can see, by 23 places, and we are at rank 63 in the ease of doing business rankings. We moved up 24 places in the Global Innovation Index and moved up 10 places in the Logistics Performance Index. So all of these will indicate to you the earnestness of India in inviting business and helping business to grow and succeed. As regards the R&D destination, as you are all aware, Samsung's largest R&D center outside of South Korea exists in Bangalore today. Intel India Design Center exists in Bangalore. It is one of the largest R&D centers and the biggest outside USA for Intel. Apple, Amazon, Google, and Uber are also planning their second largest development centers outside of USA in Hyderabad. So this should make you think as to why Japan should not invest in the post-COVID times in India in terms of R&D, design hubs, and also for manufacturing. As you can see in this slide, we have over 900,000 technical professionals working at these R&D hubs. A little about what our investment opportunities are. This is a study conducted by a third-party external agency. We are expecting the auto industry to grow to be a $300 billion industry. Auto components, 115 billion. Aviation, 82 billion. Biotech, 100 billion. Capital goods, 112 billion. 400 billion chemicals. Construction is 640 billion. Defense, 130. Like the Secretary mentioned, the sector has been opened up. as has the mining sector. Mining sector requires a lot of capital good industry. Electronics, 400 billion. You can see all these figures. There is a huge opportunity for you to come and invest and make in India. As regards the capital goods sector in India, let me give you a brief overview. Approximately 66 to 70 billion dollars is our consumption annually. We produce about 52 billion in the country, and we are importing 31 billion dollars worth of goods. Like I mentioned, a lot of our capital goods are being imported from Japan, and it would make sense for our companies who are here today. We have over 300 companies that registered for this webinar. We would request them to go ahead and discuss B2B so that they can find business opportunities. We are exporting $16 billion worth of capital goods, and this sector on an average has been growing at 7% for the last 5 years. It is expected to pick up growth in 21-22 once the infrastructure pipeline projects start to progress quickly. And as estimated in the previous slide, we are going to have estimated growth of the capital goods sector is going to be about $100 billion to $110 billion by 2025. Now, a little granular detail about the subsectors in the capital goods sector. We are producing machine tools, about $1 billion, textile machinery, $1 billion, earth moving, $14 billion, heavy electrical is $27 billion, dyes and molds, $2 billion, printing machinery about 2, process and plant 2, about $1 billion in food processing machinery and plastic machinery, about $500 million. So this is a $52 billion industry in India, and we are hoping to take it to over $100 billion in the next 2 or 3 years. So this is where we invite you to come and invest. You can see that the imports are large and the opportunity to grow is huge. Now coming to the technologies that we are importing, which we would request you to see and decide whether you would like to come in to India to manufacture these. We are importing presently in machine tools the high precision, multifunctional, multi-axis, NC and non-CNC machines, the NC and CNC systems, axis and spindle drives, servo motors, linear guides, ball screws, and bearings. Some of our companies which are the leaders in this sector are mentioned: ACE, Jyoti, BFW, HMT, ISJEC. Textile machinery, India requires a huge amount of textile machinery, and Japan is one of the countries from which we are importing this. And the things that we require are high-end compacting, spinning, high-speed winders, looms, electronic dobie, knitting machines, embroidery machines, technical machines, industrial sewing machines. And some of our leading companies are LMW, Vari, Premier Looms, and Ali Dara. In heavy electricals, this is our largest sector within capital goods. Our imports are about $9 billion, and we are importing ultra high pressure boilers, ultra supercritical power plants of 1000 megawatts and above, gas turbines, DG power plants, high pressure valves, high volt switchgear, and the leading companies in India are BHEL, ABB, Siemens, Crompton Greaves, Schneider, Havells, Bajaj. Some of them are with you on the webinar. Dies, molds, and press tools. The technologies that we desire are design and manufacture of multi-cavity molds, metallurgy for dies, complex press tools, co-formal cooling molds, RAID prototyping, 3D printing molds, and some of our leading companies are mentioned here. Rapid manufacturing. Food processing machinery, we are importing about $1 billion worth of machinery annually. And these are some of the technologies that would be required for food processing machinery. We are expecting food processing to grow many folds in India in the next few years as the push to become a 20 large economy grows. The Indian companies here are mentioned, and the aseptic sealing machines, metallurgy for stainless steel, food processing, design and food processing, manufacture of special purpose machines, molds and dyes are some of the areas where we need technology. Earth moving machines, we have a lot of Japanese investment in the earth moving machinery in India, but some of the products we are still importing are electronic controls, hydraulic machines, large capacity engines, high capacity electric dump trucks, high capacity rope shovels, walking drag lines, and long wall mining systems. Here again, I'm once again pointing out this sector is going to grow, and the growth of the earth moving machinery sector has been in double digits for the last few years. So this is a good sector to invest. The key industrial clusters in India, some are around Delhi, where we have tools, dyes, heavy electrical engineering, and textile machinery. That is here. NCR. In Surat, in Gujarat, you have the textile machinery hub. In Pune, you have the heavy electrical and engineering tool hubs. These are just examples. The entire country has industrial clusters. You can choose. You will be hearing from some of our state governments. All of our state governments are very keen to invite your investment. Coimbatore has a speciality in tools, dyes, and textile machinery. Calcutta is in mining and metallurgical tools. Hyderabad is in printing and packaging machinery, tools and dyes, and machine tools in Chennai, and Bangalore has machine tools. We have a government industrial park, a global quality industrial park, a machine tool park, where we are inviting investment. We would request the machine tool industry in Japan to consider locating some of their plants at the Bangalore Tumkur machine tool park. With this, I thank you, and thank you very much. Look forward to your business and your interest. Thank you.
本来ならば私たちは3月に日本を訪問し、皆様にお会いする予定でしたが、
I did na. ज़्यादा हो गया ना? कितना ज़्यादा होगा?
日本に訪問し、皆様にお会いする予定でしたが、世界的なパンデミックのためにこの訪問が中止となりました。今日の機会をいただけてとても嬉しく思います。私たちは日本の製造業の皆様に、インドを世界市場向けの生産拠点として活用されるようお呼びかけをしています。日本はエンジニアリング、技術、製造に強みを持っており、インドは豊富な IT 人材、低コストという強みがあります。そしてインドには生産、研究開発、設計の拠点としての強みがあります。これらを組み合わせれば、両者にとって利益が生まれる関係となります。インドの持つ優位性としては、若い労働人口、コスト競争力、規則に基づいたシステム、技術系人材の豊富さなどがあります。さらに合弁事業の立ち上げが容易であることも、強みにあります。そして資本財部門の巨大な潜在可能性もあります。またインドでは近年、海外直接投資に関する要件が緩和され、会社法や税制の改正、ビザ手続きの簡略化などによって、投資家にとってのビジネスのしやすさも向上しています。世界イノベーション指数、物流パフォーマンス指数もまた最近急上昇しています。インドには大手グローバル企業の研究開発拠点が集積しており、特にバンガロールとハイデラバードは研究開発の拠点として世界的に認知されています。インド政府の製造業推進政策メイクインインディアは2025年までに数兆円規模の機会をもたらすことが期待されています。資本財分野の投資誘致の分野としては、工作機械、繊維機械、充電器、金型、モールド、プレス工具、食品加工器具、土木機械などがあります。資本財分野の主な産業集積地としては、デリー首都圏、スーラト、プネ、コーヤンブットール、コルカタ、ハイデラバード、チェンナイ、バンガロールなどがあり、それぞれの産業集積地には特化した分野があります。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
Next, I would like to invite Ms. Mona Kandal, Minister, Economic and Commerce, Embassy of India, Tokyo, to give a speech on post-COVID-19 way forward.
Konnichiwa, namaste. His Excellency, Secretary, Department of Heavy Industries, my colleague from METI, state governments and the Department of Heavy Industries, distinguished panelists, and delegates. The present COVID-19 pandemic has spread all over the world. The estimated period for which COVID-19 situation is expected to continue keeps extending due to the possibility of second wave. The related issues of containment measures, urban management, maintaining supply chain, normalizing socio-economic activities, reviving demand are faced globally. With each passing day, it becomes clearer that we need to brace up for a new normal and learn, live, and prosper with it. Both India and Japan have faced enough number of big crises, including economic ones, in the course of their history, and both have risen stronger out of it. India has taken each crisis as an opportunity to realign and reboot her economy. Indian economy was reformed and opened up to fix balance of payment crisis. Indian growth story is a balancing between reforms and stimulus. COVID-19 is not an exception. Atmanirbhar Bharat stimulus entails a series of reforms side by side with social security support for the vulnerable section, financial support for MSMEs and businesses, and overall liquidity infusion. The reform measures have put the capital goods sector in center stage, encompassing several sectors such that it ensures higher GDP in future to provide additional fiscal space. Rupees 1 trillion Agri-Infrastructure Fund is created for farm gate infrastructure for farmers. Barrier-free production and trade of agri-commodities is allowed. These measures will give a big fillip to agro-processing sector. Our sector reforms are carried forward by adopting a tariff policy that recognizes consumer rights and promotes industries. Power utilities in union territories will be privatized on a pilot basis. There will be progressive reduction in cross subsidies, suboptimal performance, disruption in power supply and distribution will be penalized. Coal mining sector is opened up with easy entry norms and revenue sharing norms. Exploration cum production regime for partially explored blocks is set up. Very recently, Honorable Prime Minister unveiled auction process for 41 coal mines, which is expected to attract investment of rupees 350 billion. Before scheduled production will be incentivized through rebate in revenue share. Coal gasification, liquefaction will be incentivized through rebate in revenue share, which will also assist India to be switching to a gas-based economy. Infrastructure development of rupees 500 billion is planned for evacuation of more than 1 billion tons of coal production. It also includes rupees 180 billion investment in mechanized transfer of coal through conveyor belts from mines to railway sidings. Coal bed methane extraction rights will be auctioned from Coal India Limited's coal mines. Ease of doing business measures in coal sector includes mining plant simplification to make it amenable for loading online. Automatic 40% increase in annual production is allowed. Concessions in commercial terms is given to Coal India Limited's consumers through relief worth rupees 50 billion. Reserve price in auctions for non-power consumers is reduced, credit terms are eased, and lifting period is enhanced. For mineral sector, a seamless composite exploration cum mining cum production regime is getting introduced. 500 mining blocks would be offered through an open and transparent auction process. Joint auction of bauxite and coal mineral blocks is getting introduced to enhance aluminum industry's competitiveness and thereby reduce electricity costs. Distinction between captive and non-captive mines will be removed to allow transfer of mining leases and sale of surplus unused minerals, resulting into efficiency. Ministry of Mines is in the process of developing mineral index for different minerals. Stamp duty payable at the time of award of mining leases will be rationalized. FDI limit in defense manufacturing in automatic route is raised to 74%. For self-reliance in defense production, a lot of weapons platforms for ban on import with year-wise timelines will be notified. Indigenization of imported spares will be promoted. Separate budget provisioning for domestic capital procurement will be made. Ordnance Factory Board will be incorporated. At present, only 60% of the Indian airspace is freely available. Restrictions on our utilization of the Indian airspace will be relaxed to make civil aviation efficient thereby. An annual saving of about rupees 10 billion is expected through optimal utilization of airspace and reduction in fuel use and time. Airport Authority of India has awarded 3 airports for operation and maintenance on PPP basis. 6 more airports are identified for second round, for which bid process will commence immediately. Additional investment by private players in 12 airports in first and second rounds is expected around rupees 130 billion. Another 6 airports will be put out for the third round of bidding. Tax regime for MRO ecosystem is rationalized. Major engine manufacturers in the world would set up engine repair facilities in India in the coming year. Convergence between defense and civil MROs will be established to create economies of scale. Maintenance cost for airlines is expected to come down. India's space sector, which has earned a global repute, is being opened up to private sector along with a liberal geospatial data policy. Private sector will be allowed to use ISRO facilities and other relevant assets to improve their capacities. Atomic energy sector is opened up for research and technology development come incubation centers. Facilities in PPP mode will be set up for irradiation technology for food preservation. Incentive schemes will be launched for promotion of new champion sectors like solar PV manufacturing, advanced cell battery storage, etc. Industrial cluster upgradation of common infrastructure facilities and connectivity scheme will be implemented through states through challenge mode. Information on availability of industrial land bank for promoting new investments will be provided through Industrial Information System with GIS mapping. 3,376 industrial parks, estates, and SEZs located in 500,000 hectares are mapped on this system. All industrial parks will be ranked by next year. Government has taken up next phase of ease of doing business on a mission mode. Include easy registration of property, quick disposal of commercial disputes, and initiating a single tax regime. States will be ranked on investment attractiveness. Fast-track investment clearance through empowered group of secretaries is set up. Project development cell in each ministry is set up to prepare investable projects and coordinate with investors and central and state governments. Under public sector enterprise policy, all sectors will be open to private sector and PACs will be limited to defined strategic areas only. Companies Act has been decriminalized. Further key reforms include direct listing of securities by Indian public companies in permissible foreign jurisdiction. Private companies which list NCDs on stock exchanges will not be regarded as listed companies. Penalties are lowered for the defaults by small companies, 1% companies, producer companies, and startups. Investment-related criteria for MSMEs have been revised upward to cover more number of businesses into MSMEs. Provision for related party transactions have been rationalized. Technology-driven online education with multi-mode access has been launched. India has a unique advantage of combination of low-cost skilled workforce and creative brains with risk-taking abilities that lead innovation and startup globally, combined with a third factor of demographic dividend, where 65% of Indian population is below 35 years of age. Skill India initiative of Government of India skill about 400 million persons to adapt to Industry 4.0 for eye manufacturing. India has one of the largest startup ecosystems. This sector is Government of India's priority to provide comprehensive support of funding, policy push, and ecosystem. Rupees 100 billion fund of fund is set up and provision is made for early stage funding and tax incentives. Policies for data center parks, technology and knowledge translation clusters, national mission and quantum technology and application have been launched. Platform like India State is similar to internet, on which applications are developed and connected to interoperability, thereby boosting startup and innovation further. Telecom, artificial intelligence, and Internet of Things are some of the growth engines. India has evolved from being an outsourcing hub to R&D hub with more than 1,400 R&D centers employing 900,000 professionals by almost all multinationals in the sector, including some well-known Japanese names like NEC, Rakuten, and Sony. In a major boost to infrastructure, India announced US $1.5 trillion India Infra Pipeline policy for next 5 years, covering more than 6,500 projects. National logistics policy aims at reducing logistics cost from 14% to 10% to boost Make in India and export from India. Considering advantages like democracy, rule of law, strategic location, and others, India is rated as a top destination for FDI by Bloomberg Media and JBIC. Indo-Japan friendship has led to Japan-specific facilitation like JIT, JIM, bilateral sectoral dialogues, and Indo-Japan Industrial Competitiveness Forum. Indian subsidiaries have outperformed parent companies in terms of revenue, net profit, and IRR. I wish this webinar and participants all the success for business, trade, and investment collaboration to create a win-win situation for both the sides, leveraging Japan's technology and India's human resources. Dhanyavad. Arigato gozaimasu.
新型コロナウイルスの第2波が懸念される中、この危機もしばらく続くと思われますが、私たちは新しい状態に即して利益を探る道を見つけていかなければなりません。インドはアジア経済危機などの世界的な危機の際にも経済を再編成するよう見つけてきました。インド政府は最近発表された経済対策パッケージ自立したインドでさまざまな改革を打ち出しており、資本財部門がその中心に据えられています。電気部門の改革も前進しています。消費者の権利と産業推進を主眼とした料金政策が採用されています。石炭工業部門でも参入基準や利益基準共有の基準の緩和、競売手続きの導入などを含む開放政策が採用されています。鉱物部門でもこの5月、探査、採鉱、生産を複合的に推進する制度が導入されました。防衛分野の規制も自立したインド政策のもと緩和され、自動ルートで認められる直接海外投資の上限が 74% まで引き上げられました。インドの領空の使用に関する制限も緩和されました。メンテナンス、修理、オーバーホール関連の規制が緩和され、世界的なエンジンメーカーが近い将来、インドにエンジン修理工場を設立します。宇宙部門も民間に開放されました。地理空間データの利用に関する規制も緩和されました。また、民間企業もインド宇宙研究機構などの施設が利用できるようになります。原子力エネルギー部門でも官民連携の研究開発に道が開かれました。太陽光発電や最新式の蓄電池貯蔵を含む新規生産分野の推進のためのインセンティブも設けられました。ビジネスのしやすさに関しては、資産登録手続きの簡略化、商業紛争の迅速な解決、単一税制の開始などを含む実行モードに移行します。新たな公営企業政策のもと、すべての部門が民間に開放され、公営企業は特定分野のみに限定されることになります。インドの最もユニークな特徴は、低コストな高度人材、クリエイティブな頭脳、リスクを前向きに生かす力という他国にはない組み合わせの独自の強みを持っている点です。これらの特徴が世界規模のイノベーションやスタートアップの台頭として現れています。インドには世界で最大級のスタートアップ企業の基盤があり、 インド政府は資金調達を含めた政策的な後押しを強化しています。また、インドは日本の大手を含む世界的企業の研究開発拠点でもあります。インフラ強化のため、今後5年間で1兆4000億ドルの投資の予定を含む国家物流政策が実行されています。民主主義、法の支配、戦略的な立地を兼ね備えたインドは、海外直接投資先として国際協力銀行などから高い評価を受けています。大手企業のインド子会社は、親会社よりも収益性、純利益性、内部収益性の面で上回っています。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
続きまして、トヨタ通商インディア社社長、金沢雄一様より、インド投資事例についてご講演いただきます。金沢様、よろしくお願いいたします。
はい、皆さん、こんにちは。ナマステ。今日はトヨタ通商インディアの金沢です。今日はこのような機会を与えていただきまして、誠にありがとうございます。私からトヨタ通商グループのインドでの投資事例を紹介させていただきます。まずはトヨタ通商インディアを紹介させていただきます。トヨタ通商としてのインドでのビジネスの足跡は古く、約100年前に遡ります。ムンバイ支店が開設され、グジャラートのコットンを日本向けに輸出したのがその起源となります。現在、トヨタ通商グループとしては、19の事業会社を経営し、従業員数5700名、売上は390億ルピーとなっております。これが19社、トヨタ通商インディアプラス18社の概要になっております。その他マイナー出資も含めると、出資会社の数は38社となり、総投資額は200億ルピーを超えています。その中核の事業体が商社であるトヨタ通商インディアとなります。では、プレゼンテーションの本題に入ります。インドの我々の投資の形態ですが、大きく4つに分類できます。今日はこの4つの分類に沿って事例を紹介させていただきます。まず1つ目が独資グリーンフィールドへの投資。2番目が独資インド系企業の買収。3番目がインド系企業との合弁。4番目が日系企業との合弁でのインド進出となります。では、これからその代表例を紹介させていただきます。まず、独資グリーンフィールドへの投資ですが、代表例として、豊津レアアースを紹介させていただきます。これは、ビシャカパトナムでのレアアース、ランタン、セリウム、ネオジウム、パラセオジウムの生成事業です。インド原子力庁および日本の経産省さんの協力のもと、日本の信越化学殿の技術支援を仰ぎ、豊津グループ 100% で事業を行っています。早期に黒字化が期待できる輸出型企業で、現在は全量輸出されていますが、ここで製造されるネオジウムは、EV モーターには不可欠な永久磁石の主原料となるため、EV 化を推進するインド政府のサポートとなるよう、地産地消で磁石が作れるよう、バリューチェーンの川下への拡大というのを考えていきたいというふうに思っています。続きまして、独資インド系企業の買収の事例です。この代表例として、ミラー&ミラーを紹介させていただきます。これはチェン内での特殊鋼の二次加工会社で、産業界で広く使われるファスナーの材料の加工会社となります。100% インドローカルの会社を日系のパートナーとともに買収しました。そういう意味では厳密に独資ではないのですが、経営は当社で行っております。 この買収は当社にとっても新たなチャレンジとなっておりまして、インドのローコストオペレーションのエッセンスと、日系企業の安全・安心・安定したオペレーションとのベストミックスを追求しております。続きまして、合弁事業、インド系企業との合弁事業の事例ですが、ここでは CMR 豊津を紹介させていただきます。北部インドで最大のシェアを持つ CMR との合弁事業です。パートナーはすみません、北部インドで最大のシェアを持つ CMR となっております。南部インドでのビジネスの拡大を目指す CMR と、南部インドでのアルミの再生合金のサプライベースを確保したい当社の狙いが合致し、当社マイナー出資で合弁を設立しました。この業界での経営ノウハウは CMR に一日の長があり、当社は経営には参画するものの、主たる狙いは南部でのサプライベースの確保にあり、この70対30という出資比率に落ち着いています。4つ目の形態ですが、日系企業との合弁の紹介です。これはバンガロールでの病院事業となります。病院の名前は俗称で桜病院というふうに我々呼んでおります。この事業は日本のセコム 60%、トヨタ通商 40% の合弁事業で、病床数300床の高度急性期病院の病院事業です。日本の高度な医療水準とホスピタリティをインドに持ち込み、インドの医療水準の向上に寄与しようと始めた事業となります。インドのドクターは欧米で学び、経験も積まれているので、個人の力量としては素晴らしいものがあります。でも医療は優秀な医師だけでは行えず、まさに日本人が得意とするチームワーク、病院としての総合力が差別化の鍵となってきております。この、COVID-19 の環境下、現在日々チャレンジを続けているところです。最後になりますが、当社のユニークな事業、ビジネスモデルであるテクノパーク事業を紹介させていただきます。この事業はインドで4拠点展開しています。バンガロールで2拠点、チェンナイで1拠点、グジャラートのマンダルで1拠点の計4拠点です。3拠点が独資、1拠点が日系企業とのジョイントベンチャーという出資形態となっています。今日はグジャラートの事例として紹介させていただきます。事業コンセプトはここに書かれてある通り、プラグ&プレイ、パソコンの用語ですが、電源を入れればすぐに遊べるというアドミサービス付きのレンタル工場事業です。工場の建屋と工場を運営する総務サービスを、例えば人の採用ですとか、通勤バスの運行管理ですとか、キャンティーンですとか、セキュリティですとか、そういった総務サービスに関しましては、すべて当社が提供させていただき、テナントの皆様には、生産と会社の経営に集中していただけるという事業モデルになっております。その他、人材育成、人材の派遣も行っており、日系企業の皆様のインド進出に一役買っております。グジャラートのマンダルのテクノパークですが、現在パーク内にはトヨタ通商としての自社事業4事業、2棟のレンタル工場にテナント会社が4社、あとオーダーメイドの工場としての入居が2社、日系企業の皆さんに入っていただいております。まだレンタル工場、オーダーメイド工場用の土地、ともにスペースが空いてますので、インド進出をお考えの皆様、ぜひご活用をご検討ください。 操業開始までのリードタイムが大幅に短縮できます。以上でトヨタ通商グループのインドへの投資状況についてのプレゼンテーションを終えさせていただきます。どうもありがとうございました。
Toyota Tsusho's business footprint in India dates back almost 100 years. Toyota Tsusho Group currently operates 19 companies with 5,700 employees and a sales volume of 39 billion rupees. Including other minor investments, the number of companies in which we have invested is 38 in India, with a total investment of over 20 billion rupees. We have invested in India in the following 4 forms of investment. 1. Greenfield. 2. Acquisition of Indian companies. 3. Joint ventures with Indian companies. 4. Joint ventures with Japanese companies. As for the first category, which is Greenfield, I would like to introduce Toyotsu Rare Earths India Private Limited as a typical example. This is a rare earth refining project in Visakhapatnam. The rare earths includes lanthanum, cerium, neodymium, and praseodymium. In cooperation with the Department of Atomic Energy of India and with technical support from Shin-Etsu Chemical of Japan, the project is being carried out by the Toyotsu Group. As for the second category, which is the acquisition of Indian companies, I'd like to talk about Mira and Mira Industries Private Limited as a typical example. This is a secondary processing company for special steel in Chennai that processes materials for fasteners that are widely used in industries. We acquired a 100% Indian company. We are pursuing the best mix of Japanese and Indian companies' strengths, namely Japanese companies' superior quality of products and stable operations, and India's product cost competitiveness. As for the third category, which is a joint venture with Indian company, I'd like to talk about CMR Toyotsu. CMR is aiming to expand its business in southern India. On the other hand, our aim is to secure a supply base of recycled aluminum alloys in southern India. We have established a joint venture with Toyota Tsusho's minor investment. As for the fourth category, joint ventures with Japanese companies, I'd like to introduce this hospital project in Bangalore, which is called Sakura Hospital. This project is a 300-bed hospital business in which Japanese company Secom has a 60% stake and Toyota Tsusho has a 40% stake. We started this business to contribute to the improvement of the standard of medical care in India by bringing the high-level Japanese medical care and hospitality to India. We also have this unique business model in the form of an industrial park. This is called the Techno Park. This business operates in 4 locations in India. The concept of this industrial park is plug and play. There are still available plots, and I would like to invite Japanese companies to come and invest in these industrial parks. Thank you for your kind attention.
Next, I would like to request Mr. Gaurav Gupta, Principal Secretary, Commerce and Industries, State of Karnataka, to give the presentation on investment opportunities in Karnataka.
Very good morning. This is from Karnataka. Karnataka, the state which is largest state in the southern part of India, having a state domestic product of 226 billion, and known for exports, particularly in the field of IT and IT-enabled services. It is a state which is well known for the artificial intelligence, and also known for innovation state. It is ranked as #1 in the states for innovation identified by the Niti Aayog of Government of India. The state capital is Bangalore, and Bangalore is well known as the global center for technology. It is a center for IoT and a center, research center for a number of global companies, including Samsung, Intel, Bosch, and a number of others. It is a state. It is a city which is also known for its technological manpower, and for the startup, which is the entrepreneurial ecosystem in the state of Karnataka. As far as the capital goods are concerned, the state is not just for IT and but also for capital goods, high value engineering products, heavy engineering industry, heavy electrical machinery, and more than 50% of India's machine tools is in the state of Karnataka. So major companies like BEML, BHEL, BEL, Bosch, and number of others are present here. And this is also the state which is known for the first integrated machine tool park, the dedicated machine tool park, which has been set up in Tumkur, 90 kilometers from Bangalore. And this has been set up with the support from Department of Heavy Industry. We have a dedicated SPV called Tumkur Machine Tool Park. 530 acres of land has been developed and 158 plots have been carved out. It is ready to move. All infrastructure has been done. Already more than 30 allottees are there in the park. So this township, which has been made to international standards, has cement concrete roads, underground ducts, commercial spaces, dedicated electrical substations, and also a number of other commercial spaces and social infrastructure required for better use of the infrastructure. So this Tumkur Machine Tool Park is the only machine tool park made in India dedicated for this purpose with the support of Government of India. In close proximity to the Tumkur Machine Tool Park, we also have set up a Japanese industrial township. Now this Japanese industrial township is over 519 acres of land, and this has been again built with the support and cooperation from all the Japanese industries here with their guidance. We also have expat friendly facilities which will be set up there. Already companies like Toyota Kirloskar Textile Machinery and Shoba India and others, they have taken lands there, and we would like more and more Japanese companies to come to this machine tool park for heavy industry as well as for other industries as well. As far as Karnataka is concerned, Karnataka is very much engaged with the Japanese investors. There are more than 529 Japanese establishments in the state. 224 have been established with headquarters in Bangalore. Toyota, Honda, Hitachi, Mitsubishi, Sakra Hospital, Denso, number of these companies are there. They have made Bangalore their home, and we are also proud of them being here. In terms of the support ecosystem, the state has industry-driven policy, stable business environment, special mechanism for facilitation of Japanese investments, We have project facilitation committees which meet on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis. Chief Secretary chaired meetings are held, which are called dialogue and monitoring committee meeting. The state has high productivity and one of the best industrial climates. So Bangalore is the best city to live in for expats and also for Japanese. We are proud of the Japanese investors and Japanese expats here. Recent development of direct flight to Tokyo from Bangalore to Tokyo by JAL would also be a big boost to the investment here. And I would request more and more Japanese companies to look seriously at Bangalore and Karnataka. Thank you.
南インドで最大の州であるカルナタカは IT の輸出、そして人工知能 AI、そしてイノベーションで知られています。インド政府のシンクタンクであるニーティ・アーヨグ行政委員会は、カルナタカをイノベーションの面で最も優れた州として評価しています。カルナタカはまたテクノロジーの集積地として世界第4位の規模を持っており、州都ベンガルールはインドのスタートアップ企業の過半数が本社を置くスタートアップ拠点でもあります。世界水準のインキュベーションセンターや研究施設も多数あります。カルナタカ州にとって資本財分野で最も重要な分野は工作機械です。工作機械は国の重点分野でもあります。ベンガルールはインドの工作機械の金額ベースで 60% を生産しています。インド政府重工業局が実施している資本財分野の競争力強化計画に基づいて、インド初の統合型工作機械産業団地がベンガルールから90キロ離れたトゥマクル地区バサンタナールサプラに開発されています。トゥマクルマシンツールパークと呼ばれています。整地が済み、道路も通ったこの産業団地には、インドの主要な工作機械メーカーがすでにテナントとなっています。コンクリート舗装道路、地中ケーブル、停電のない電気供給、橋梁施設や地下排水システム、商業施設などを備えた、駐在員に優しい設備と環境が実現します。日本専用の産業タウンシップも開発されています。日本企業の皆様にはぜひこのトゥマクルマシンツールパークのご利用をご検討いただきたいと思います。カルナタカ州にはホンダ、トヨタ、ソニー、日立、デンソーなどをはじめとする大手日系企業が参入しており、州政府は日本政府やジェトロ、ジャイカなどと定期的な協議を行い、密接に連携しています。カルナタカには安定したビジネス環境、駐在員に住みやすい環境があります。強固な技能開発インフラや、そして高い生産性などの利点が多くあります。そして、カルナタカは駐在員にとって住みやすい、環境であり、そして JAL の直行便がまた、開通したということも、投資にとって前向きなことではないかと思います。カルナタカへの、投資をぜひご検討ください。ありがとうございました。
Presenters are requested to kindly follow the timeline. Next, I would like to request Mr. B. Venugopal Reddy, Principal Secretary, Industries, State of Maharashtra, to give the presentation on investment opportunities in Maharashtra.
Namaskar and good morning to all of you. At the outset, I would like to tell all of you about the ecosystem in Maharashtra for capital goods sector. I would like to mention here that we have a perfect ecosystem because near about 3,000 companies which are in manufacturing of electrical, machinery and transport equipments. So this provides a perfect setting for capital goods sector. And coming to existing investments in the capital goods sector, we have near about $10.5 billion US worth of company assets. And foreign direct investments also in the year 2019 in 9 months period, we had near about 1.7 billion US dollars. The total of engineering goods exports from Maharashtra is about worth 20 billion US dollars. And looking at the growth of sectors which consume the capital goods or which deploy capital goods, manufacturing about 2.7% growth rate, and construction sector 6.1% growth rate. So that gives a very positive outlook for capital goods manufacturing industries in Maharashtra. Coming to the socio-economic part of the state, the Maharashtra state provides a very good atmosphere in ease of doing business. It ranks as one of the best in the country. And apart from that, we initiated a lot of measures for keeping the state on par with the global standards. The Maharashtra state contributes 15% to the country's GDP, and it has a lion's share in the foreign direct investments. And coming to exports, near about 23% of the exports from Maharashtra, of the country, are from Maharashtra. And one more thing I would like to mention here is that the state has got an excellent infrastructure for skill development training. And we have vast manpower with various skill sets that are required for the industry. And even if some skills are to be imported, that can be taken up quickly because we have got the entire infrastructure required for that purpose. Due to paucity of time, I'll not go into mentioning the infrastructural facilities in Maharashtra. All that I would like to say here is that Maharashtra has got one of the best infrastructural facilities in the country. Maybe name it the roads, water facilities, electricity, telecommunications, and even the social infrastructure also. Thank you. Next. This slide shows you the key infrastructural projects which have been taken up by the government. One is the Navi Mumbai International Airport, the metro projects, and one of the most important project which is in advanced stage of progress is Maharashtra Prosperity Corridor. We call it the Samruddhi Corridor, which connects Mumbai with Nagpur, 700 kilometers distance, with a super national highway, which is of more than 100 meters of width. So this is there are various nodes in this corridor which can be taken up as industrial hubs. The slide is not moving. This slide shows you the industrial hubs existing in various districts of Maharashtra. So from this, you can make out that Maharashtra state has got industrial development in almost all the districts, and the industrial ecosystem prevails in all the districts. The next slide. I'm sorry, there is some small technical glitch in the movement of slides. So in almost all the districts, we have got land available. There is near about 40,000 acres of land which we are trying to develop as a plug and play facility, and whichever place is convenient for the industrialists would find as convenient for them to set up their industrial unit, we can provide land and infrastructure there, along with all other facilities that are required for this purpose. Coming to the industrial, the incentives provided to the industries, we have got an excellent package scheme of incentives for the industries. The classification goes like this: if minimum, if an investment of 15 million is made in 2 regions of the state, they can be counted as large industries. And with a 30 million investment or 52 million investment, they can be classified as mega industries. Now, looking at the basket of incentives, 100% of the fixed capital investment will get counted for the incentives, and the availment period also is substantially high. It ranges from 9 years to 15 years, and the incentive limit it goes up to 100% of the state gross GST, and which is very substantial. So we are the best in the country in providing incentives for the industries. And briefly, I will touch upon the initiatives which have taken up recently. We have taken up plug-and-play infrastructure facilities we are creating, and we have minimized the permissions, and now industries can get automatic permissions, and various other things which are required for the industries. We have simplified all the procedures, and single window system with automatic approvals has been created. This slide shows you the capital goods industries in Maharashtra state. So from this, you can make out that there's an excellent ecosystem available in Maharashtra. And I request all the capital goods industrialists from Japan to kindly come to Maharashtra and set up their units in Maharashtra. Welcome to Maharashtra. Thank you so much.
マハラシュトラ州政府産業担当上席次官 B. ベヌコパール・レティ氏によるプレゼンテーションのサマリーを申し上げます。マハラシュトラ州は省と門番を抱える国内最大の主要業州です。州の経済規模は4800億ドルと試算され、インドの GDP の 15% を占めています。州政府は州の経済規模を1兆ドルにまで拡大するという躍進的な目標を掲げ、ビジネス環境の整備や産業振興、外資誘致、州内のデジタル化、人材育成などに取り組んでいます。2017-18年時点で、州内では電気、機械、輸送機器関連の製造事業者が3000社以上創業しています。これらの企業の投下資本額は約105億ドルと試算され、活発な事業活動が行われています。この背景には州政府が進める大型インフラ開発事業があります。現在、州内ではナビ・ムンバイ国際空港開発事業やマハラシュトラ・プロスペリティ回廊開発、船、ムンバイ、ナグプールのメトロ開発事業など大型インフラ案件が30件以上計画されています。特に交通インフラ整備には400億ドル以上の事業費が投入されるなど、資本財部門の成長を促進すると期待されています。州政府は新産業政策2019の中で複数の投資促進重点部門を定めています。また、プレゼンテーションの中でも事業企業別優遇策についてご案内いたしましたが、産業部門にかかわらず重点部門で計画されている大型、巨大、超巨大事業については優先的に事業用地が割り当てられます。電力使用量免除などを含む財政優遇策も充実しています。また、投資先としての競争力を高めるため、事業活動に必要な許認可の数を削減する取り組み、マハパルワナを導入。外国企業による進出が容易になるよう環境整備に取り組んでいます。また、プラグ&プレイインフラを整備し、進出事業者による早期操業開始を支援しています。マハラシュトラ州には、すでにフィリップスやシーメンス、ヒュンダイ重機といった外資のほか、ラーセン&トゥーブロや BHEL などの現地企業も進出しております。マハラシュトラ州政府は日本企業の皆様の進出をお待ちしております。以上です。
Presenters are requested to kindly follow the timeline. Next, I would like to request Mr. Sankaran KS, Vice Chairman of Makino India Private Limited, to give a presentation on making India experience in capital goods sector.
a problem here. Minasama konnichiwa, distinguished guests, panelists, good afternoon.
Sir, Embassy of India is sharing presentation. Please go ahead your presentation.
Makino, can you move on to the next slide? Makino, Japan is a globally well-known machine tool company, which is having a revenue of 214 billion or $2 billion US dollars, span over 19 countries, and it has 7 manufacturing plants. And I'm talking from Makino Asia, Singapore. And next slide, please. It was Makino India operation was established in 1995, and one of the first overseas machine tools that was established in Bangalore. Singapore is the regional headquarters for China, India, as well as ASEAN, and it is the headquarters for India since 1995. Next slide. Makino Japan was established in 1937. Like most machine tools are 50 years and above. And in Singapore, it was established about 43 years ago, that is 1973. And we established our operations in India in 1995, starting from Bangalore. As we know, industrialization is quite well spread in South India, Western India, and Northern India. And therefore, we decided to set up in each of the major industrial belt like Chennai, Coimbatore, Pune, and Delhi. This we progressively started from 1995 until 2019. And we also have plans to continue this exercise as India offers abundant opportunities. The key point here is we have invested 60 billion yen in India, and more than a third of it goes in the development of the local industries to the Makino Japan technology. The other important point is we have a full-fledged manufacturing facility in Bangalore as well as Coimbatore. Bangalore being very well known for its temperature climate as well as a strong foundation, which many Japanese will understand, which is earthquake prone. But this is a very, very stable place. And also we get quite a good skilled manpower. And there are about 5,400 CNC machines, almost $3 billion US worth, serving many industries in India. Next slide, please. See, like very few countries offer a full-fledged manufacturing opportunities, and India is one of them. And the economic growth is 6.5 to 7.5%. And also there is industrial intellectual property protection, adequately safe environment for companies, and proprietary content. This is a very key point. And it was relatively quite easy to set up a business, contrary to the misbelief, if of course we use the local expertise in this. The young population, 35 years and below, almost 400 to 500 million people, is the greatest asset India has. And this is one of the key points for companies like ours, where investment goes for several hundred years. And widespread of manufacturing industries from automotive to die and mold, which is a very significant growth area, farming and general engineering, electrical, consumer product industry, medical and aerospace, and progressively on smart and other devices. Next page. I think there is some missing part on the left side of the screen. This is to show the first one is about automotive companies like Mahindra, Tata, Maruti, and so many Toyota. And these are all the components and which we are specialized in helping the local companies adapt to the international machining know-how. The next is aerospace components. And these are all, whether aerospace is Rolls-Royce or Boeing, and structural or engine parts, and which Makino has an expertise. And the other medical devices, implant or surgical equipment also is another key industry. And the last two ones are those consumer electronics and digital and smart sensors and IoT equipment. The last one, which is growing appetite for every Indians to own, is mobile devices. And also the lifestyle of today lifestyle has changed a lot to have such devices as a one source of office equipment. And Makino's expertise is spread around this. As I mentioned earlier, there is due to the industrial belt that has widespread presence in India. The South has a lot of manufacturing component manufacturers of automotive, and in North we have the manufacturing companies like Maruti, Honda, etc. And in Pune is also industrial belt for electronics as well as automotive industries. And in Bangalore, there are precision engineering industries. Therefore, the spread of these industries have made Makino to establish various tech centers and also manufacturing centers, which are closer to the customers, being technically very advanced setup. Many people may not have to invest on a training facility in their companies. For we provide these services out of these training centers. Next. So there are many challenges. Of course, it is very easy to say that we have investment and opportunities, but the most important are the challenges. And one thing about Japan is all about quality and precision. Quality is also not about only the conformment to producing parts to a certain specification, but quality of deliverable, quality in consistency, and quality of commitment. It can be anything. That is one thing we have to train people and also adapt Japanese manufacturing systems to local production system. And also covering the diversified large industrial landscape in India, and we have established in many locations, as I mentioned. And the other key point is the skilled manpower we need to internally develop. So we have established a residential school for young engineers, and we bring them from the various remote part of India. And we have so far produced 600 students. And we also have a world-class training center in Bangalore for skill development. Next page. Makino training centers to learn the Japanese skill sets. It was established in Bangalore. As I mentioned, we bring in about 60 students to this institute, and we give them training for 1 year. And these people hungry for learning, they learn and they are placed in many industries. In fact, with the number of placements required outnumber the number of people that I can select. And these students, we have put in almost 600 man years so far, and some of them are working in Japan as well. On the right side is what we train people. Each of these equipment cost in Indian rupees 2 to 3 crore, or about 20 to 30 million yen. And we need to have an internal skill training center to develop the skill as how they can maintain this equipment. And these are all the Makino's specialty. Next page. So this picture to clearly tell, and while we also have established local manufacturing know-how, the very high level equipment still has to come from Japan because they are produced for global consumption. Even countries like France, UK, or US still they import like we do in India. It's not every equipment. In fact, this is dominated by Germany and Japan for high level equipment. So on the left side screen, you can see this equipment are economical value, which are produced 100% in India, and we do the turnkey engineering so that the local companies can inherit the global know-how as to how to be competitive and produce parts. On the right side, where this equipment come from Japan, and we add a local engineering solutions to these industries. If an equipment cost 100, the 50% of the value for toolings will go if it were to come from Japan or Germany. But when we do it out locally in India, we can have a 30 to 40% substantial saving in the tooling cost. That is the specialty of our company in India. Next page. The future for machine tools in India to develop manufacturing solution for digital future. And as we know, even we experience even more greater in the Corona period, that mobility devices have become integral part of our life. So it is whether it's electrical switchgear, advanced home essentials, laptop, mobile phones, wearable devices, all these have almost a very high reach and high volume. And currently they are being imported because this area is dominated by Asian countries and India should not be left out. So there is a great demand for this, and the industries are beginning to crop in. But Makino's part of a big player in this to provide manufacturing solutions for tooling industries, die and mold and tooling industries. And we have an Apple or a Samsung or these companies are the greatest users of Makino equipment. Therefore, it will be very easy when India adapts to these industries to experience Makino's solution. Next. And this is another area where the advanced CAD/CAM system, which is a very common tools that are used to make precision engineering parts for wearable and smart devices, also for automotive and other industries. And in technical language, we call it computer-aided manufacturing, micro machining, and precision mold making machines, and 5-axis machines, and IoT technologies. And this is where we are now setting up a new division to make sure that every industry that buys the advanced equipment from Japan have the know-how as to how to use them to produce parts. Next. To just give you the glimpse of the industries that we are supporting, and Maruti to Tata to, and of course there are many more, and I have shown as small ones, a few ones, sorry. Next one. Okay, this is, as I told you, the Makino Asia Singapore, which is a small country, but Makino is a very large enterprise in Singapore. And from here, we cover globally to United States, to Europe, to Japan, to all over the world. And India is part of our group along with China and ASEAN. And Singapore is, since it is connected globally, and we always use India as a platform to work with us. I mean, to elevate with us to cover the rest of the world. And it is a launch pad for many of the new innovations. Next. And that's the end of my presentation. どうもありがとう。
牧野インディア副会長サン・カラー氏によるプレゼンテーションのサマリーをお伝えいたします。牧野フライス製作所は1937年創業の工作機械メーカーです。現在、インドを含む世界19カ国に7カ所の生産拠点と32カ所の技術センターを開設しています。本日は弊社アジア事業統括本部のあるシンガポールから参加しています。インドには1995年に進出、インド国内に製造拠点を設けた最初の外国工作機械メーカーの一つでした。以降、牧野は総額60億円以上の単位投資を行い、現在、インド国内に2カ所の製造拠点のほか、技術センターを5カ所、技術開発センター、専用センターを2カ所開設しています。インド進出を決めた背景には、インドが持つビジネス上の優位点が挙げられます。高い GDP 成長率や知識財産の保護体制がしっかりしていること、また政府手続きやコンプライアンスの簡便化が図られ、進出が容易である点、さらに、牧野の顧客となる製造業が多数存在した点も評価しました。特に弊社が施設が集中するインド南部には、スズキやホンダといった日系製造大手のほか、多数の外国メーカー、またタタやマヒンドルといった現地企業も多数進出し、各産業部門において生産活動を行っています。牧野では日本品質の製品をインドでも実現すべく、インド国内における人材育成にも取り組んでいます。現在、国内に開設した地域技術センター4カ所でインド人従業員向けの研修を行っています。また CSR 活動の一環として全寮制の若手エンジニア養成所を開設、経済的な問題から進学を諦めた若い者を受け入れ研修を行っています。また技術研修以外にもカスタマーサービススキル研修も実施、これまでに2000人以上の社員が研修を実行しています。これは牧野独自の取り組みで非常に高い評価を受けています。今後、インドの産業部門はデジタル技術の導入などにより、ますます成長すると見られています。その成長可能性を鑑み、牧田は未来のデジタル時代が必要とする製造ソリューションの開発に取り組んでいきたいと考えています。以上です。
Presenters are requested to kindly follow the timeline. Next, I would like to request Ms. Dr. Neeraj Mittal, Principal Secretary to Government, CEO and MD of Guidance Bureau, State of Tamil Nadu, to give the presentation on investment opportunities in Tamil Nadu.
Thank you. I really, on behalf of Government of Tamil Nadu, welcome all the participants here, including the Ambassador, DG from METI, Secretary, Government of India, Joint Secretary, other colleagues from other states. So I represent Government of Tamil Nadu here, and we are not an unfamiliar destination for Japanese investors. India is a great place to invest, as several presentations have pointed out. We have several great states to invest, and Tamil Nadu is one of them. And I would like to present the opportunities from Government of Tamil Nadu on their behalf for Japanese investors. We are a southern state in the southernmost part of India. The economy of Tamil Nadu is the second largest. It constitutes roughly 8% of the national GDP. We have about 70 million people. One of the great things about Tamil Nadu is that more than 50% of the state is urbanized, which means there is a huge market opportunity in the state for domestic consumption. And this drives the GDP of the state. Our growth rates of the GDP have been most of the years higher than the national average. And our GDP is about ranked 46th largest economy in the world. Let me go quickly over the advantage of Tamil Nadu. in terms of what it presents the investors. Starting from the dynamic leadership of our Chief Minister, we have a great proactive governance, accessible administration where we get the timely approvals, one of the best law and order positions in the state, in the country. We have lost less than 0.1% of the days on labor unrests. There is a robust policy support and incentive structure here in the state with customized investments being attracted through incentives, through specific policies. Tamil Nadu is one of the best connected states to the rest of the world, with it's served by 6 airports and 22 ports. One of the great advantages of Tamil Nadu when investors come here is that we produce roughly 1 million skilled and from various disciplined graduates who join the workforce every year. And this, we actually supply a lot of labor manpower to other parts of the country as well. We have one of the strongest industrial bases in the country, with largest number of factories in India, which have made Tamil Nadu their home. We have over 67 global fortune companies here. The industrial infrastructure is great, with good access to water and power supply. Our power supply is really surplus currently, and it is projected that with the demand which is forecasted for the next 10 years, our demand will be lower than the supply, which means we will be excess of power. We also have a great R&D infrastructure set up here. Chennai is well known as a SaaS capital, software as a service capital. We have a large number of R&D centers. Saint Gobain has one of the largest R&D centers here. Ford has just opened another R&D center here. And this just in totality represents a great ecosystem for any investor. It could be any investor's paradise to come here. Let me quickly go through an overview of the capital goods industry in Tamil Nadu. We have roughly 37,200 factories, which represents the largest hub of factories in various sectors, including the capital goods industry. We are ranked 3rd in general purpose and special purpose machinery in production. We are ranked 2nd in heavy engineering exports with $2.5 billion of exports in 2017 and 18. We are ranked 5th in heavy electrical machinery. We contribute roughly 16% of India's total output of general and special purpose machinery output. Tamil Nadu contributes to roughly 40% of motor and pump industry requirements of India, and roughly 21% of castings are made in Tamil Nadu. In terms of major players from Japan, Mitsubishi, Komatsu, Kobelco, Toshiba, and a host of other multinationals in capital goods industry are part of the Tamil Nadu ecosystem. The state offers a very robust and one of the best incentives and subsidy packages for any investor here, which comprises of reimbursing about 100% of fixed assets, just as other states are doing, of gross SGST, which is the tax, or a capital subsidy, which is 25% of the eligible fixed assets on a case-to-case basis. We also provide a payroll subsidy and a training subsidy on a case-to-case basis, up to 5,640 yen per month per employee for about 6 months, and or a payroll subsidy on a case-to-case basis. We also provide electricity duty exemption. As a commitment to provide green development, we subsidize the environmental protection equipment and investments. We provide developed lands, and the state-owned agencies provide 50% subsidy in southern part of Tamil Nadu. We also give stamp duty reimbursements completely when you purchase lands. And we also are working on relocation incentives for companies relocating from other countries to Tamil Nadu. Japan and Tamil Nadu have been working very, very closely. And it is obvious in the amount of proliferation of Japanese industrial townships and the companies here. We have roughly 620 companies operating in Tamil Nadu. We have by far the largest expat community here. Since 2011, roughly 54 new Japanese investments have come in with about $5.4 billion. Tamil Nadu has signed agreements with the prefectures of Kanagawa and Hiroshima to do bilateral trade and economy enhancement. We have 3 out of the 12 industrial townships of Japan in Tamil Nadu, in and around Chennai. And as you can see in the map, there are townships which are situated in and around the existing townships here, and they're very, very popular. If you see the major Japanese companies, there are lots of them, and I will not repeat these names. They're at the bottom of the slide. Mostly all of them familiar, large multinationals, part of the Fortune 500. Many of them are part of the Fortune 500 setup. We have a ready-made demand and a robust supply of 5 million square feet of plug-and-play facility for immediate relocation or setting up of industries. We also have a large bank of about 46,000 acres of land available in 4 clusters. One is the Chennai industrial cluster. Then you have the Hosur-Bargur industrial belt. Then you have down south Salem-Tirupur industrial belt and the Tiruchirappalli belt. And you can see that they are all very diversified geographically across the state. This 46,000 acres is present in Chennai, Coimbatore, Krishnagiri, and Tuticorin areas. So with this small introduction and deep relations with existing players from Japan, we are really hopeful that more and more Japanese investment will find its way into Tamil Nadu. We are there 24/7. I represent an organization called Guidance. Our motto is that we serve all our investors 24/7, and we take care of all their needs so that they only focus on production, their main core business. So welcome to Tamil Nadu, and I thank all the participants, including Invest India and Government of India, to have given us the opportunity to present our case before Japanese investors. Thank you.
タミルナドゥ州上席議官貿易促進局局長兼最高責任者ニーラチ・ミッタル氏によるプレゼンテーションのサマリーをお伝えいたします。タミルナドゥ州はインド南東部に位置し、さまざまな産業が発達している州です。国内2位の経済州で州 GDP は2500億ドル以上、現在も年率 8% 以上の成長を続けています。戦略的な立地条件やビジネスに適した環境、旺盛な企業家文化や技能労働力、最先端インフラ、交通利便性、積極的な統治など、投資家が好む要素が揃っており、国内でも最も人気の投資先となっています。同州は資本財や重工業部門でインドを牽引する存在です。汎用機械や特殊機械で国内3位、充電機器では国内5位の生産量を誇ります。タミルナドゥ州の資本財部門全体の就業者数は約250万人。州で生産される汎用機械はインド全体の生産量の 15.72%、特殊機械も 15.97% を占めています。同部門は2013年から2019年にかけ、年平均成長率 8% を記録しています。汎用機械やボイラー、タービン、発電機、変圧器製造で知られるクリシナギリやダルマプリなどのほか、州内各所に資本財、重工業生産クラスターが形成されているほか、製造活動に必要な鋳物生産の国内生産の 21%、漆器研磨機の 75% を生産していることから、州内には三菱や小松、東芝、コベルコといった日系企業のほか、多数の多国籍企業が生産拠点を構えています。すでに620社以上の日系企業が本州に進出、拠点を構えています。州内で創業する日本企業の数は国内2位です。 また、国内12カ所にある日本企業専用産業団地のうち3つが州内にあるなど、日系企業の進出しやすい環境が整っています。州政府は日本の神奈川県や広島県と経済協力の拡大に向けた協力覚書を締結しており、現在、大阪府と同様の MOU 締結に向けた協議を行っています。タミルナドゥ州はインド国内で最も優れた優遇策や補助金制度を提供している州です。特にコロナ後の経済を睨み、生産拠点の移転を検討している企業に対し、特別な優遇策を用意しています。タミルナドゥ州は日本企業の皆様、そして日本と長い関係を持っています。今後も皆様からの投資をお待ちしております。以上です。
Next, I would like to request Mr. Anurag Agarwal, MD, HSIIDC, State of Haryana, to give a presentation on investment opportunities in Haryana.
Thank you very much. And I extend a very, very warm welcome to all the participants from the state of Haryana. And to begin with, I would like to say that for a long time, Haryana has been a preferred destination for Japanese investment. It started in 1980s when Maruti Suzuki plant was set up in Gurgaon. And then thereafter, there has been a continuous investments from Japanese companies into the state of Haryana, which includes Suzuki, Honda, Yakult, Denso, Mitsubishi, Musashi, Kansai Paints, Asahi, Nippon, Toyo, Daikin, Showa, and the list is quite long. So obviously, we provide some kind of locational advantage, infrastructure advantage, and facilitation to the industries. Now, I would like to begin with the presentation. First slide नहीं दिख रही है। ये आप उस व्यू में करो ना।
So वो शुरू करेंगे। के पास है slides.
Yeah. So one, Haryana is in north of India, and it surrounds the national capital Delhi from three sides. So one of the biggest advantage of Haryana is the locational advantage. It is a small state. It is an extremely well-governed state, and it has 2/3 of Haryana lies in the national capital region. Out of 22 districts, 13 districts fall in the national capital region, and the entire state is within 250 kilometers from the international airport at Delhi. So it's a highly connected state, and it offers a huge market access to entire national capital region, which I would show in the next slide. Next. Yeah, as you can see in this slide, Haryana is one state which is, though a small state, is connected by 2 international airports, 5 civil airports, a huge extensive network of highways, 15 national highways crisscross through the state, and there are 9 inland container depots. I would like to mention about the 2 important corridors. They are not being seen right now in this presentation. If you could kindly press the button, we would be able to see those corridors. Yeah, one more time, please. Yeah. So you can see that, this green one is Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor, which is crossing through entire South Haryana. And this is for speedy movement of products to the Mumbai port, and it's an extremely prestigious project of Government of India. In the north, you will see Ambala-Kolkata Industrial Corridor, which also crosses through Haryana. And around Delhi, you will see we have Kundli-Manesar Palwal Expressway, which is Western Peripheral Expressway. On the east, there is Eastern Peripheral Expressway. So through these expressways and through these corridors, we offer top class connectivity to rest of the country. Next slide, please. Yeah, and so you can see, as far as capital goods sector is concerned, we produce 80% of the excavators produced in our country. We produce 52% of the cranes produced in India. We produce 50% of the cars produced in India and 33% of two-wheelers. So we are deeply entrenched into capital goods sector, and we call ourselves the manufacturing hub of India. Next slide. And in this slide, next slide, we can see a large number of, slide is not coming, but a large number of capital goods manufacturing companies are in Haryana. Japanese among them are Hitachi, High-Tech, Kawasaki, Toyota, and then there are a number of indigenous manufacturing companies which are spread all over the state. And as I have already told you, these two dedicated freight corridors, Delhi-Mumbai freight corridor and Amritsar-Kolkata freight corridor, they offer a great opportunity for the investors to connect with the entire country for production which is to be consumed within India and for getting connected to the ports for production which is meant for exports. So we have, next slide, I have gone to the third slide after this. So if I do not know why the slides are not moving, but I would like to inform that entire NCR region is a hub of manufacturing sector. If we look at the industrial estates, which are shown in the map, which is somehow not coming on the screen, we have got large industrial estates located just next to Gurgaon and next to Delhi. Now, Manesar is one of such flagship. Yeah, next, one more, if you could skip one more slide. Next slide. Yeah. So you can see previous slide. Yeah, we can see that we have large developed industrial estates quite close to Delhi, in Faridabad, in Manesar, in Babal. And I would suggest Manesar, Babal industrial belt for capital goods industry who are willing to invest into the state of Haryana. And we have plots from 1 acre, half an acre, going up to 30 acres. And we are holding a daily meeting with the prospective industrialists. As I think the email ID would be communicated, would come at the end of presentation. If you send us one email on that email ID, we would follow up with you, and I would personally meet you over a video conference, tell you details about the plots available, tell you details about the incentives available, and we can very soon close the deal. As far as Japanese investment is concerned, we have recently floated a 180-acre plot in Sona for one of the Japanese investors. So we have no dearth of land, Sona and Kolkata. It will be a well-developed industrial estate. We are currently providing services over there, and I would be keen that some of the capital goods industry comes into these two areas. And if you see in Mahindergarh district, there is some white circle shown that is integrated model logistics hub, which is being planned along DMICDC for facilitating cargo transport. It's being planned over 800 acres, and the work is going to start soon. Next. And as far as incentives are concerned, we have an enterprise promotion policy, and under this policy, there is an investment subsidy, there is a stamp duty refund, there is employment generation subsidy, there is electricity duty exemption, and there is rebate in external development charges. So this is not all. This policy, our government is so proactive that we are going to modify these incentives, and we are willing to consider any request from a company who wants to make a large investment into our state. We could modify, we could relax, we could give more incentives. The only thing is that we need to talk to each other, and then we decide upon what investment, where, how much land do you need, what kind of connectivity do you need, what land suits you, and then we work on a program, a tailor-made program of incentives for you. So I do not want to exceed the time limit, which I have exceeded by 2 minutes. So thank you very much for inviting Haryana to be here, and we would be keen, and we would welcome all of you to come to Haryana, and please experience Haryana at least once before you make a decision. Please experience our hospitality and our skills for negotiations and for discussions and for getting you over to Haryana. Thank you.
ハリヤナ州政府産業インフラ開発公社社長アヌラグ・アガルワル氏によるプレゼンテーションのサマリーをお伝えいたします。ハリヤナ州はインド北部に位置し、州の3分の2以上がデリー首都圏に含まれており、巨大商圏に近接している州です。堅牢な産業インフラやビジネス振興に積極的な政府の取り組みに支えられ、 ビジネスのしやすさ指数で国内3位、北部州で1位に選出されています。州内には2つの国際空港のほか、内陸コンテナデポが9カ所、コンテナ貨物ステーションが3カ所、民間の運営する貨物ターミナルも8カ所整備されています。鉄道網や道路網も発達しています。また、私たちは州内34カ所に開発した産業団地内にプラグ&プレイ設備を備えた区画を1100区画以上整備しています。ハリヤナ州では国内で生産される掘削機の 80%、クレーンの 52% を生産するなど主要資本財の生産州です。マデサールバーラ地区には資本財製造特区が設けられています。州全体をデリー・ムンバイ産業大動脈やアムリットサル・コルカタ産業回廊といった主要な産業回廊が通過しており、消費市場や港湾へのアクセスが容易です。すでにグルガラムやファリダバードには日立や川崎、トヨタといった日系資本財メーカーが進出しています。ハリヤナ州は2015年にハリヤナ州企業促進政策を導入し、最大 75% の総資助成金や印紙税の 100% 償還、電力使用量の 100% 免除、雇用創出助成金などさまざまな投資優遇策を提供しています。また産業部門別の優遇策も導入、外資誘致に取り組んでいます。日本の皆様からの投資相談をお待ちしております。ご清聴ありがとうございました。以上です。
Next, I would like to invite Mr. V. Anup, Director General and CEO, the Indian Machine Tool Manufacturers Association, to give a presentation on future growth prospects in capital goods sector.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good afternoon and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me at the outset thank Secretary, Department of Heavy Industry, Government of India, and Ambassador, Embassy of India in Tokyo, and all the senior government officials for organizing this program. Let me also thank and invite all our friends from Japanese industry and also the Indian industry. In the next few minutes, I will give a quick overview about the Indian capital goods industry. It has already been covered very well. And I would move on to the machine tool industry and then talk about the investment and business opportunity. Okay. Now, this slide, we have seen it earlier. The important thing here is Secretary in his opening remarks talked about India having a vision of reaching $5 trillion GDP size by 2025. And as part of that, India has got a great vision of manufacturing industry reaching $1 trillion size as well by the same year. And the capital goods industry is very much part of the dream. It's going to be very much part of the journey. If you look at the overall consumption, it is 66 billion, and other figures are mentioned here. Production, $52 billion, and imports, $31 billion, and exports, $16 billion. And then if you really look at these figures, I think, almost 55% of the consumption is met by production, and another 45% of the consumption is met by imports. And India also exports almost 30% of its production. So you see a very, very vibrant capital goods industry in India, and it's got a vision of reaching almost $100 billion size by 2025, which is about 8.4% CAGR. It gives a great opportunity for growth, great opportunity for investment as well. Now, if you go into the capital goods sector, I've just listed here, there are at least about 10 very important different industry verticals which are part of capital goods. You can see this list on the left-hand side and right-hand side as well. Right from heavy electrical, this has been again touched upon very well earlier, and which is a major part of the capital goods segment at more than $24 billion in terms of size. We were looking at process plant, earth moving and mining, printing machinery, food processing, dyes and molds, textile machinery, machine tools, etc., etc. The important point here again is each one of these sectors would be offering a great opportunity for investment, for growth. For example, if you look at electrical, the opportunity may spread over a variety of equipments and items. For example, boilers and generators and turbines could offer a great opportunity. If you come to earth moving and then mining, right from mining machinery to road laying machinery and then very large capacity excavators, India would offer a great opportunity. And then here investment could be through any route. I think it's again been touched upon. It could be FDI, it could be joint venture ideally, or it could also be transfer of technology and then cooperation. Okay, I've just listed here some of the top companies just to give a glimpse. This again been touched upon by Ambassador himself. If you look at the top 3 companies here, BHEL, BEML, and HMT, they're all the government companies who come in the public sector. And then the next 4 companies, Thermax, Larsen & Toubro, Lakshmi Machine Works, and Kirloskar, among them, they cover a wide range of the products and then capital goods items. We have put that in the bracket, right from energy and electrical equipment up to process plant and then oil and gas, very wide ranging equipments that they cover. They are not only in the public and private sector, but then they are a very, very important part of the capital goods picture. And their requirement in terms of investment in technology would again offer a great deal of opportunity for Japanese companies. It could be, again, as I mentioned, through JV or transfer of technology, could be any other route. And then at the bottom, you're given a glimpse of the machine tool, Indian machine tool, top companies. Among these machine tool companies, the bottom 5, the top 3 are in the what we call as metal cutting machine tool. The last 2 companies are in the metal forming. You look at any one of these companies here, as other speakers have mentioned, they're all in the technology space. And they have great deal of manufacturing, facilities, and they also have very high quality, skill and then workforce. So it gives a, a great, I would say, platform for, taking the growth to the next level. This is again a good opportunity for Japanese companies to look at, investment either through any one of the routes. Now, coming to the machine tool. Looking at 18-19 figure, the machine tool consumption is around 3.1 billion. And out of that, I think 45% comes from domestic manufacturing, domestic production, and then almost 55%, 1.7 billion comes from imports. Among these imports, if you look at, Japan comes as a top country. Japan has been very well accepted. Many Japanese machine tool companies are operating in India. Okay. And that's known to the Japanese industry very well. And then if you look at the future, I think I've given here the key customer segments, almost 9-10 of them, right from auto component to die mold, energy, and then electrical equipment, railways, general engineering, pumps, compressors, office equipment, consumer durables, aerospace, etc., etc. Each one of them have their own double-digit aspiration. I think each one of these sectors will grow if you look at the next 5 years or 10 years. For example, auto and auto component, they have a great ambition of becoming $300 billion size by 25-26. So this is the part of the machine tool industry growth story. So user segments, the manufacturing sectors will grow. So the demand for machine tool industry will certainly go up. Though currently, as all the speakers have mentioned, we're all, I think, trying to come out of the COVID impact, trying to come out of lockdown, trying to come out of the great, the crisis that the world is facing. But then India will grow stronger from this position. Coming back to the machine tool, the import, situation, you find Japan, China, Korea, Germany, and Taiwan playing a key role in India's, meeting India's requirement in the machine tool industry, machine tool consumption. And Japan, again, looking at the 18-19 figure, the imports from Japan has been more than 500 million, almost $500 million. That's a great opportunity. And many of these products which are coming here, if you look at, they're all typically large size machines and high productivity machines, and also quite a few metal forming machines as well. And then if you go deeper, you would find opportunity in grinding and gear cutting, but also in machining and turning centers and the metal forming area, in addition to industrial robotics. I think those who are interested can get in touch with us, and we could give them the appropriate information to take it to the next level. And here again, when you look at the machine tool scenario in terms of future, taking into account the current problem, but India would certainly reach almost like 4.2 billion if you look at the next 4 to 5 year timeline. And by the time, I think 50% of this in our estimate will be from imports, and another 50% will be from domestic production. And that again gives a great opportunity for investment from the Japanese side particularly, and Indian government particularly encourages all the MNCs to look at investment in a big way. And the machine tool sector has been identified as a priority segment, as mentioned by Joint Secretary DHI, as well as the Principal Secretary Government of Karnataka. And one of the key interesting thing is the tax rate has been reduced to 15% for new investment, which is perhaps the lowest in the world. And I just want to touch here, as has been mentioned by both the Government of Karnataka and DHI, machine tool is very close as part of the India's capital goods growth journey. And a Tumkur machine tool park, which is very close to Bangalore, has already been set up. This has come out very well in Mr. Gaurav Gupta's presentation. And the additional point I want to mention here is this is not only a high quality park in terms of infrastructure, connectivity, and all the facilities here. The important thing here is the governments are taking initiative to create an ecosystem. An ecosystem where you would find a number of machine tool companies, OEMs, as well as a number of supply chain companies producing both components and subsystems. And then as part of the common facility, you would find players offering services like maybe heat treatment, testing facilities, and also precision machining, etc., etc. So we would find a very, very integrated machine tool park, which will promote a great deal of ecosystem for the growth of machine tool industry. Also, I think Bangalore naturally offers a big ecosystem for machine tool and manufacturing. This has again come out earlier. It's not only a machine tool hub for India in a big way. Not only the large number of supply chain companies are here, but it's got a number of academic research institutions, and it comes really to the top in terms of innovation climate, and also IT companies who offer lots of services for Industry 4.0, etc. So, welcome to India. You would find opportunity in almost all key states: Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, etc., Haryana. And then if you are those who are interested in machine tool, please look at Tumkur Machine Tool Park, look at Karnataka and Bangalore. We will be very, very happy to help you in the process. Thanks very much.
インド工作機械協会理事長兼 CEO V. アンブシンによるプレゼンテーションのサマリーをお伝えいたします。インド工作機械協会 IMTMA はインド国内の工作機械製造事業者が加盟する業界団体です。本日はインド国内の資本財部門の現況及び将来展望についてご説明いたします。インド国内で2018-19年度に消費された工作機械は額にして約31億ドルでした。このうち国内生産された工作機械は約14億ドル相当で、残りの17億ドルは輸入製品でした。今後、インドの工作機械消費は2026年までに42億ドルにまで拡大すると試算されています。そのうち輸入工作機械が占める割合は 50% です。インド政府は現在、多国籍企業によるインド国内生産を奨励しています。外国企業の中でも約5億1400万ドル相当の工作機械をインドに輸出している日本メーカーにとっても、インド国内での生産活動は一向の価値があると思います。外資系工作機械メーカーの誘致に向け、インド政府はカルナタカ州政府と共同で工作機械専用産業団地を同州バンガロール近郊のトゥマクルに開設しています。 こちらにつきましては、先ほど重工業省やカルナタカ州政府のプレゼンでもご案内しておりますが、総面積は約200ヘクタールで、近代的なインフラを整備、さまざまなサイズの区画を用意しています。すでに区画整備も事業地割り当て準備も完了しており、区画取得後、すぐに工場建設を開始できます。インド進出の際は、進出先の州政府はもちろんですが、IMTMA も支援をいたします。インドで皆様にお会いするのを楽しみにしております。以上です。
Next, I would like to invite Ms. Sheila Tohiri, Invest India, to give a presentation on FDI facilitation and vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Sirat Kohli from the Japan Plus desk at Invest India. Invest India is the National Investment Promotion and Facilitation Agency. We are the one-stop shop for investors. We have a specialized Japan Plus desk where we engage with many stakeholders from the government, such as the center and states, foreign missions and agencies, as well as the industry, associations, corporates, professional advisors, and academia. We provide end-to-end services right from business assessment, location advisory, policy advocacy, familiarization of the states to issue resolution and investor aftercare. Till date, we have received 232,000 business requests. We are constantly engaged with 37 states and union territories, as well as 159 nations. We have received multiple awards till date. From the Indian Ocean Rim Association, we received the Indian Investment Award. We have received the Best Investment Project Award from the Ministry of Economy from the UAE, as well as the United Nations for Excellence in Partnering for Investment Promotion. We have also been certified as a great place to work. I would like to present a short case study on how the Japan Plus desk helped facilitate a Japanese apparel company enter into India. The company reached out to Invest India during a Make in India roadshow in June 2018. We met the company for FDI clarifications and the company's legal team for multiple plastic and labeling related queries. We also supported the company to clarify sourcing and other pressing issues, and also held a detailed session on the GST application in India. Invest India also helped the company with a detailed presentation on sub-clauses of FDI policy, and is currently helping the company with other applications from pollution, import, and labeling. We currently have an ongoing relationship with the company for other projects within this segment, from location assessment and expansion advisory, tax advisory, advisory on customs, plastics, labeling procedures, and advisory on new FDI regulations. At the Japan Plus desk, we have a dedicated team to support Japanese investors. We have partnered with METI to handle Japanese investments across all sectors and fast track any issues. Currently, we are facilitating 95 companies, and we currently have 1.8 billion under facilitation. During COVID-19, we had a dedicated team to support Japanese investors. Invest India received 9,586 queries, where 94% was resolved in an average time of 6 hours. These issues range from logistics support to plant shutdowns, clarification, supply of essential goods and services, and customs issues. We maintained one-on-one contact with 148 companies, Japanese companies in India. Olympus, Nipro, TDK, and Yakult are some of our success stories during this time. We would like to thank the Embassy of India and the Department of Heavy Industries for executing this wonderful webinar today. I would like to inform the participants that the chat box is now open for networking. For meetings with the government at the central or state level, we encourage you to get in touch with us and the Embassy of India, Tokyo, for us to assist you with these meetings. Thank you to all attendees and panelists. We will be in touch.
インベストインディアジャパンプラスデスクシーラトコヒル氏によるプレゼンテーションのサマリーをお伝えいたします。インベストインディアはインド政府商工直下の単位投資促進機関です。インドへの進出を希望される外国企業の皆様に進出先選定からパートナー企業の紹介、投資後の支援など包括的な投資支援サービスを提供しています。これまでインベス これまでインベストインディアの投資支援活動は数々の賞を受賞していますが、投資支援の事例の一案といたしまして、日系医療品企業の例をご案内いたします。2018年6月に開催されたメイクインインディア投資セミナーをきっかけに、インド参入のご相談を受けました。その後、直接海外投資の許可申請や各種規則、調達などに関する課題に対応、物品サービス税についての説明、公害、輸入、ラベリングなどの申請支援も行った結果、この会社はインドに進出、事業を展開しています。私たちは現在もこの会社に対する支援を継続、今後の事業拡大を踏まえ、関連税制や追加投資についてアドバイスを行っています。ジャパンプラスデスクは、日本の経済産業省とのパートナーシップを通じ開設された日本の投資家専用の窓口で、日系企業によるインドの各産業部門への投資を手厚く支援し、問題が起きた際には迅速に対応、早期の問題解決を目指します。現在は95社、総額18億2700万ドルの投資案件を取り扱っております。現在のコロナ禍の状況においても、これまで日系企業から寄せられた合計9586件の問い合わせに対処、平均6時間の所要時間で問題を解決してきました。インドに進出している日系企業のうち、オリンパスやニプロメディカル、TGK を含む148社から寄せられた投資問い合わせに対応し、無事に投資に導いています。本日はこのウェビナーを開催してくださいました在日インド大使館及びインド政府重工業省の皆様に感謝申し上げます。また、参加者の皆様、チャットボックスが今オープンとなっております。各州、また各州の担当者とご自由にお話をしていただき、今後のビジネス展開につなげていただきたいと思います。また、在日インド大使館を通して中央政府の担当者との直接のコミュニケーションも可能ですので、何卒ご利用ください。本日はご参加いただきありがとうございました。
ここで質疑応答の時間ですが、時間が押しているため割愛させていただきます。なお、いただいたご質問はパネリストより直接ご回答させていただいております。As we are running behind the schedule, I believe that all the questions received by the panel participants have been answered from panelists directly. ここからはオンラインネットワーキングの時間とさせていただきます。はじめに日本とインドの企業より各社1、2分で自社紹介をしていただきます。参加者はチャットを通して各自 B2B ミーティングを設定ください。シスコWebex でオンラインミーティングルームを個別にご用意いたしますので、チャットでホストまでお知らせくださいませ。Now we will have online networking session. In this session, we may request companies from Japan and India to introduce about your company in 1 to 2 minutes. Participants are free to contact these companies over online chat to schedule B2B meetings by yourself. We will facilitate a separate B2B meeting room by Cisco Webex. Please kindly let us know through chat box. First, I would like to invite Hayakawa Rubber Corporate Limited. 早川ラバーコーポレートリミテッド、早川ゴムさんいらっしゃいますでしょうか。Next, いわきコーポレートリミテッド、株式会社いわき様いらっしゃいますでしょうか。 So next, Makino J. Please speak. Makino J. Next, NYK Trading Corporation. Next, Original Engineering Consultant Corporate Limited. Next, Seiki Koei Corporation. Next, Toyota Tsusho India. Next, Utien Jain and Associates. Utien Jain Associates. Next, Yokogawa India Limited. Advanex Inc. So from India side, please introduce yourself. Anybody wants to speak, please introduce yourself.
I speak. I'm Mohini Kelkar from Grandmaster Machines Private Limited, India. My company manufactures micro finishing machines, deburring machines, and machines for metal.
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead. Please mention your company name and introduce your company in 1 to 2 minutes.
Please unmute.
Hello. Can I speak from AMS?
To speak?
Yes, sir.
Can I speak? Are you inviting me?
I'm from AMS. I think, should I speak first or Mr.
Yes, please go ahead. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Good afternoon. This is Umesh from ACE Manufacturing Systems, Bangalore. We are representing the ACE Micromatic Group, who are in turning machines into grinding technologies. We also gave software solutions, IoT, for various machine users. We really look at Japanese manufacturers for manufacturing ball screws, LM rails, bearings, that kind of precision parts, who are in Japan, who can do it in, can come and set up an industry in Bangalore. That would be great for many of the machine tool builders in India. So I would like the Japanese partners to look into this and see whether they can invest in India, and they can really become successful here, because there is nobody who can make these components at this time. Thank you very much.
Can I go?
Thank you, sir. Next.
My name is Ravi Raghavan. I represent Bharat Fritzwerner. It's called BFW in short. It's a 60-year-old machine tool company. We are into all the milling solutions and horizontal machines, vertical machines, high-speed machines, and a big part is
the solutions business through the special purpose machines. We do the complete lines. Most of the Japanese auto OEMs are our customers. And we also have all the turning solutions from the horizontal to vertical machining centers. We have a subsidiary called M2 Next, where we do all the automation projects of Industry 4.0 related solutions. And as the earlier speaker said, it would be very good to look for partners in the component business and also in the special purpose machines where we need, we can partner with the companies to give solutions to the Japanese companies. Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
Good afternoon, everybody. May I please speak?
Yes, please, sir.
Good afternoon and konnichiwa. My name is Vinamra Agarwal. I represent a company called Technical Associates Limited. We are one of the oldest manufacturers of power and distribution transformers in India. We understand the power sector very, very well. We work across the country and also export transformers to some countries outside the country. We are keen to explore opportunities for collaboration and joint ventures with Japanese companies who may be in the power sector or who might be looking at India as a destination for developing their supply chain. I have put my contact details in the chat window, and I will be happy to take it forward if anybody is interested. Thank you very much. Arigato gozaimasu.
Thank you, sir. Next.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Please go ahead.
Can I speak?
Yes, please.
I'm Yogesh Saxena from ISJAC Heavy Engineering Limited. And we manufacture servo presses, hydraulic and mechanical presses for metal forming and also for other applications. And we also export these machines to more than 26 countries. So if there is any Japanese company who is interested in collaboration in certain type of specific presses, we are ready to work. And also we can export these presses to Japan if the requirement is there, and will meet all the Japanese safety rules and regulations. Thank you. And my details are available on the chat box, Yogesh Saxena, and anybody interested can contact me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Next, is there any company?
Can I speak?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm from Grindmaster Machines Private Limited. My company manufactures micro finishing machines, deburring and super finishing and metal finishing machines. We are also into robotics. We offer robotic solutions for fettling of castings. We have a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility with good in-house manufacturing capabilities, and we have a very good engineering strength. We are exporting our machines worldwide, including Japan. We have a good number of auto OEMs, leading auto OEMs, including Nissan, Toyota, Honda, Japanese companies as our customers. We are selling them machines not only in India, but also in Japan and in China. We are looking for collaborations with other machine manufacturers, particularly in the specialized equipment, because we believe that we have the organization to make special machines in a very organized way and assuring the quality. We have a global experience of working with various countries and also with various kinds of customers from Europe, from Japan, and from US. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Can I speak?
Yes, please.
Yes. Konnichiwa. I am Dr. Rana Shubhashish Chakravarti, Director Marketing and Production of Heavy Engineering Corporation. Heavy Engineering Corporation
is under Department of Heavy Industry. We are one of the largest manufacturing complexes in India and having a 6 decades experience. HEC is in the business of manufacturing equipments for heavy industries, including steel, mining, nuclear, defense, and strategic sector. HEC has capability to develop special grade steels. What HEC is looking is to collaborate for high precision, heavy duty machine tools, hydraulic excavators, steel plant equipments, flue gas desulfurization plants, cranes for critical application for the use of port nuclear power plant. We have recently taken out a global EOI to invite companies to jointly work with HEC under Make in India initiative. Thank you very much. Arigato gozaimasu. And the details are in the chat box. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello, I would like to
Hello.
speak next.
Hayakawa-san is here.
Yes, yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Narendra Dhand. I am from Micromatic Grinding Technologies. We are builders of precision grinding machines for last nearly 50 years. And we're the largest in the country, and we also export machines. But we are now looking for partners for anything which is high precision in nature and requires a precision manufacturing. We have even casting facilities, precision components which are cast or machined, and we can create a synergy with the Japanese partners. And we are already working with some Japanese partners and building machines for them, so we can look forward to further such explorations. My details are at the last 36 number in the list of the meeting business. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Is there any company who wants to talk from Japan side? Hayakawa Rubber Corporate Limited, Iwaki Corporate Limited, Makino J, NYK Trading Corporation, Original Engineering Consultants Corporate Limited, Seiki Koei Corporation, Toyota Tsusho India, Lutyens Jane Associates, Yokogawa India Limited.
Can I talk? What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, please.
So I am a Yokogawa Group, and
yes, thank you.
Yes, Yokogawa Test and Measurement, actually, of Yamamoto speaking, and basically we have I am in a whole group of Yokogawa, which has over 18,000 employees all over the world. And we have a main office in, we have Yokogawa India has main office in Bangalore and in 7 other cities. What we do is that we can support any test and measurements instruments of Yokogawa. Wherever you are in India, we can support. And you can contact me or Yokogawa India in Bangalore. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. From India side also.
Could I speak? This is Mihir Merchant.
Yes, please.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Mihir. I'm from a company called Parmali Wallace Private Limited. We are almost a 60-year-old company based out of Bhopal in central part of India. We are primarily manufacturers of insulation materials as well as special purpose composites for all kinds of industrial sectors. We work with a lot of Japanese companies, especially for their Indian factories, which are into electrical equipments like Toshiba, etc. We've also supplied to some of their, in a limited way, to their factories in Japan, as well as Singapore and other countries. So we would be, as I said, we specialize in composite materials, and so we would be interested to work with Japanese manufacturers who may be interested to, offload these kind of materials to companies like us. So primarily, as I mentioned, non-metallic materials. Of course, right now we are also working on a project for some oil and gas applications, again with a Japanese EPC company through one of our partners, again located out of India. So that's in brief. I've mentioned my details in the chat box as well as sent them to the organizers. Thank you.
Is there any other company wants to introduce yourself?ただいま表示しているリストは B2B ミーティングに関心を示していただいた企業様のリストでございます。
Oh, can I speak?
Yes. Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm from Advanex. So we are manufacturing the springs, metal stamping, and the plastic moldings. So originally we are supplying the springs and the metal stampings from our Singapore factory and the Thailand factory. But last year we started the factory in Oragadam, Tamil Nadu. So if you have a inquiry or you are interested in springs, please contact us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other company wants to talk, wants to introduce in this session? The list we show on the screen is companies which indicated their interest to B2B meetings. If you are interested in having B2B meetings with from this list or any other particular company, we will arrange a separate online meeting group for you on the Cisco WebEx platform. Please contact us. ただいま表示している会社やその他の企業様と個別ミーティングを希望される場合は、シスコ WebEx でオンラインミーティングルームを個別にご用意しておりますので、インド大使館経済処分場でメールでご連絡くださいませ。